You'll be glad you did. Best guess as to what the Jags do Thursday night in round one. There's all kinds of options here. Example. Best guess. Trade up for Hunter. Trade back for McMillan or Warren. Draft Mason Graham. Or draft offense at 5. Best guess as to what the Jags do Thursday night in round one. Either going to trade up, trade back, draft Graham, or draft offense.
My best guess would be draft Graham.
In the end, you say everything that's been going on of late, just a smokescreen.
Smokescreen.
Some are now predicting that the Bears are desperately wanting to trade up. I even saw one that said the Bears and the Patriots. And this would be I don't know, it may not be, but I saw one suggestion that the Bears and the Patriots have a deal in place provided that Hunter and Carter go in the top 3. So if Hunter and Carter go in the top 3, the Bears would move up to 4. This is just rumor, by the way, to draft Jeanty. To get ahead of the Jags to draft Jeanty. Now, there's also rumors that the Bears and the Jags will make a deal. The Bears have number 41. So you would get, 10, 36, 41. Would you do that, E? Would you take 10, 36, and 41 for 5?
Absolutely.
Yeah. You already have 5 and 36, so you basically be getting 41 and moving down 5 spots. Might be something they want to consider. What do we know? What do we know? We know some things about the Jags. We know some that they like, some of the players. But in the end, they've done a good job keeping it close to the vest. Very good job. Like I was saying yesterday, I think you can start to... Oh, by the way, let me give you the results here because it's a pretty good poll question. They have the smoke screen. If it turns out to be a smoke screen, the smoke screen has worked because 30.6% of them, the majority, think they're going to draft offense at 5. And remember, Adam Schnipner came out yesterday and said they were not going to draft Mason Graham.
I do remember that.
All right. So if that is a smoke screen, now if it's intel, so be it. And they'll draft offense. I still have a hard time with the Jags not taking defensive player at number 5, personally. But I really am not like, let me put it this way. In years past, I was all over Aiden Hutchinson, for example, okay? And I was hugely, again, nothing personal, love the kid, good football player. And he's our guy now, so I root for him. But at the time, I was hugely disappointed in taking Trayvon Walker. Does that make sense? I think you were too, right? You wanted Aiden Hutchinson. Yeah. And so I don't think if they go to the podium tomorrow night and say Ashton Jeanty, I'm going to, oh, no. I just don't feel that way. I'd be like, oh, okay. If they take Mason Graham, I'm not going to go, oh, no. I just don't feel that way. Even Jalen Walker, he'd probably be my 3rd guy, but I wouldn't be like, this is idiotic. You know what I'm saying?
Know what you're saying.
You can convince me, your argument can convince me on all 3. I remember the year that it was Amari Cooper, Dante Fowler, or the Big Cat. And who were they going to take? And that year, I didn't want them to take Dante Fowler. I can tell you that. But I wasn't, again, like, oh, no. Ashton Jeanty is the odds-on favorite to be the 5th overall pick. Thank you, Joe. But that's the 5th pick. Who picks him is the question. Who picks him? So the overwhelming results in the Dreamfinders Homes poll question, 30.6 say draft offense. 29.6 say draft Mason Graham. This is best guess as to what the Jags do, okay? 29.6 say draft Mason Graham. 24.9 think they're going to trade back for McMillan. 15% only think they're going to trade up for Hunter. And we've heard this week that the Browns and Giants have been getting a lot of phone calls, but it doesn't seem like either is wanting to do business, right? So we think that, and by the way, you got 3 hours left to vote on the social media channels. I have it on Twitter, Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day. Best guess as to what the Jags will do Thursday night in round 1. I'm not against any of them. I'd be happy with Mason. I'd be happy with Mason Graham. I'd be happy with Ashton Jeanty. I'm not thrilled with Jalen Walker. I wouldn't mind Tet McMillan, although Tet McMillan seems to be the jury's out guy, right? I mean, to me, if you trade back and you draft Tet McMillan, that's a gutsy move in the respect of there's definitely a lot more ambiguity on Tet McMillan. There's a lot more opinion, like mixed opinion, don't you think?
Which is crazy because he has the most production of everyone.
Somebody said there was a video or something of Tet McMillan talking about football is not that important to him.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. That he was recorded doing that. I haven't seen that. That's not intangibly rich, though. Right?
It's not. Not at all.
He says he doesn't watch his own film on his own time. Again, these are... let me see what the quote is here. It's a random documentary uploaded in April of 23. Tet in the video says he watches film with his teammates, that he does not enjoy watching football. This was in between him talking about enjoying McDonald's and waffles. Now, Anthony Edwards said the same stuff about basketball prior to being drafted number 1 overall. But it is a little bit, again, man, you are investing a lot. There's some red flags there, isn't there, or no?
Yeah, there are.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know who you're getting.
Yeah. Not every player in the NFL likes the sport of football. Not every player likes to watch film. Tet McMillan spoke it. A video clip from a 2023 podcast appearance made the rounds. That's 2 years ago. When asked if he liked football, he responded, no, not at all. This extends to film as well. This isn't a big deal to him, however, because he's still getting film study done with the team. I don't ever need to watch it by myself because we go over it as a receiver group.
Nah, I don't want that guy.
That's all I'm saying.
I don't want that guy. You got to watch film in the NFL, my boy.
Is that intangibly rich? Now, look, I'm sure he's been asked about it by all these teams because that is a red flag, man. Right?
Yeah, I wonder what he answers to all these teams.
I was young. It was a couple years ago. I understand how important it is.
Yeah, right. If you don't like it, you don't like it, bro.
Potential top 10 draft pick. Those comments certainly open the door for personnel to question how invested you are. Yes? So just keep that in mind, boys and girls, when you sit there and you say you want this guy. You know, it's April of 25, 2 years ago. You know, 2 years ago. Do you like football? No, not at all. Is that intangibly rich?
No, man, that's disrespectfully poor.
That's not intangibly rich, is it? Do you think that the Jags would take him? Yeah. Says he hates to watch film. I don't know, man. Says he doesn't like football. Has not the GM sat there and said, we want guys who love the game, who want, I can't imagine that they're going to take this guy.
No, I got to agree.
So in our guessing game, and if they do take him, they would have some splaining to do, for sure. Right? So I can't imagine they take him. I can't imagine that they take him. Doesn't want to watch film and doesn't like the game of football. But I'm going to invest $20 million in you for you to do something that you really would rather be playing video games or doing what any other 21, 22-year-old kid is doing. We're looking for intangibly rich. That ain't intangibly rich. So, I don't know. We'll see. The day before the draft, I mean, it's been out there for a while. People have talked about it. I became aware of it, like, to the point of, I thought I'd heard something about it, but I said, I got to look at this. So I wanted to look around for it yesterday. But, again, it's not my job to cross the T's and dot the I's on these guys. So, certainly the Jaguars and everybody else in the NFL knows about it. We'll see what happens with Ted McMillan. And by the way, would you be surprised if Ted McMillan's name isn't called till like 26, 27 now?
I would not be surprised.
Me either. Because that's a major red flag in the NFL. I mean, Trevor didn't have comments like that. Basically just talked about priorities, and he had to backtrack and do a whole lot of splaining, if you remember correctly. So, all right, we're just warming up. A lot of draft talk today, obviously, but there's a lot going on in sports. Hey, your Lakers won a game.
Hey, Ant-Man, Spider-Man, somebody call a fireman. Lakers in 5.
I don't know if you want to do that guy right now.
Lakers, I know, right?
I don't know if you want to kind of imitate him or emulate him. It's he's got some troubles.
Man, that's a very sticky situation.
I don't think he should be on the air right now until that gets resolved. Do you? Am I wrong?
I mean,
I'm not saying he's guilty. I'm not saying, look, he's fighting back. Hey, go get that settled. You come back when you're
right. Go get it settled first.
Yeah, when that's all figured out.
What's not in his favor is that once
we're talking about Shannon Sharp. There's a young lady bringing a lot of charges up against him.
Yeah.
He's fighting back. He's naming names.
Yeah, he name dropping. It's just once he's accused, like, you're done, man.
Well,
that's the unfortunate part.
The other thing is, and again, there's audio out there.
The audio is out there.
The audio's out there.
You know what a fair point is, Dan?
What's that?
AI. Like, AI.
What about it?
Like, how do we know it's not AI? Not saying that it's not him or not.
If it wasn't him, he would have said that.
I would have been saying that.
Yeah, it's him. That's definitely him. My question is, by the way, how old is Shannon Sharp?
Up's in his 50s.
56. How old is this young lady?
About 24.
Is she?
Maybe.
Maybe 21.
Man, come on, man.
Dude. 2-year relationship?
Yeah. And she's basic, too.
Anyway, I don't know that I'm surprised that he's still on the air. And then he's throwing accusations against the attorney, and boy,
it's sticky.
This is a sticky one.
You kiss that $100 million goodbye.
I mean, his number one supporter on the Worldwide Sports Leader even was like questioning things.
Oh,
Stephen
man.
A.
Oh, dear.
Like what Stephen A. does is Stephen A. goes on his, I don't know, is it a podcast?
Yeah, his podcast.
Does he do that every night? Or?
I think so. The Stephen A. show.
Whatever he does, he goes on. That's where he brings up the sticky situation.
Yeah, that's where he get loose.
He doesn't do it on ESPN.
No way.
But he brings it up on the sticky situations on that. And he was talking about, but we'll talk about that and other stuff. Whole lot of things going on. right here on The Drill. We're on 1010XL, 92.5 FM, PFR on Wednesday.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Who are these men?
Where's my trusted associates? Am I right?
Joe Cowart,
Am I left?
Matt Hayes, and Leon Searcy.
No.
Afternoons 2 to 4 on 1010XL.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes here with a challenge. A challenge might not be the best choice in words, so let's say an opportunity. Take the opportunity to lose 40 by the 4th with a Waken 180. It sounds a little different when you put a real goal to it, doesn't it? Maybe you looked at the scale this morning and it read 230 pounds. How about a reading 190 by the 4th? Maybe the scale says 300. Wouldn't the number 260 be a little nicer on your eyes and on your joints? It's attainable if you have the same results we all had with a Waken 180. I dropped 40 pounds in 9 weeks. Hacker dropped his first 40 in just 6 weeks. Dempsey, Blue, and everyone else I know, same results. And we've kept it off. The best thing about a Waken 180 weight loss, it will completely change the way you think, see, and feel about food. The results are real, attainable, and the process simple with a Waken 180. Take the opportunity and drop 40 by the 4th. It all starts with just one call to Awaken 180 weight loss. Call 844-346-1800 or online at awaken180weightloss.com.
You've been hearing all about it. Now it's here. Beards Diamonds, the most ambitious sale ever through Sunday, only at Beards. 40% off all diamond stud earrings and all diamond tennis bracelets. It's happening right now. Huge first-time ever event and the most popular pieces of fashion jewelry, right? Best prices ever. And only Beards can offer you this kind of amazing value. Unlike all the other jewelers in the St. John's Town Center, Beards ain't owned by the Wall Street conglomerates. They're locally owned, family-owned, and have the freedom and flexibility corporate stores don't have. In fact, you can go over there and say hi to the Lupos, man. They're great folks. It's a great chance to check out this 40-year business. 40 years. It continues to run circles around all the competition. And every lady needs a great pair of diamond stud earrings or a nice tennis bracelet that can be worn everywhere. At this event, you can get a 1-carat pair or a 10-carat pair. You save up to 40% all diamond studs and all diamond tennis bracelets. It's now through Sunday at 4 o'clock. You better hurry. Locally owned Beards Diamonds in the St. John's Town.
Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. And I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Let me get this thing unwrapped here. Duval!
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, man. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. John's County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Daily Stash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, you know, like me. I'm sure there's a Daily Stash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course,
Oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
that's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Daily Stash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Daily Stash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
This is Mark Nato. My sons and I have seen the doctors and PAs at Southeast Ortho for everything from lumbar spine stress to elbow tendonitis. Southeast has always been there, been truthful, and always been on point. Everything they say happens. We can't thank them enough for what they've done and the great care that they have taken of our sons.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Shania Twain.
Let's go, girls.
Live in Jacksonville. Shania Twain. 2 incredible shows. Daly's Place, July 29th, and Due to Demand, second show added July 30th. With special guest Mackenzie Porter. New show on sale Friday at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com. For more, visit ShaniaTwain.com.
He's not Pistol Pete, he's Pete Prisco.
Been on the wanted list almost 20 years.
CBS Sports senior NFL writer Pete Prisco joins the Frangie Show Friday afternoons on 1010XL. Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles.
So, you finally have some time to yourself. Even if it is just the car ride home, it's you time. And look at you. Do not disturb set before you even got in the car? Impressive. You've earned this moment to just chill and drive. This break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, welcome back. 6:29. Good morning, Jacksonville. Hanging out here on a Wednesday. We got trivia coming up. D. Murph in the house a little bit later. Murphy Power Hour. That'll be brought to you by ITP Partners. Looking forward to that one. That'll be fun. Talking some ball. Mets won again last night, E. 6 in a row.
So did the Marlins.
Did they? I got to tell you, Marlins have surprised me a little bit.
Yeah, don't be surprised.
Yeah, I am surprised.
Bunch of ballers.
Well, your boys are telling you that Clay moves on to the next round of the baseball playoffs. Our guy Merrick Raposa's been here.
Let's go.
The Lackawanna High School report. Hit a bomb for the second night in a row.
That boy got that
Congratulations to him.
boomstick right now.
Yeah, I like that. They say she's 19 years old. I don't know if she's 19.
Yeah? Oh, man.
I hope she's not 19 because it's been going on for a couple years. Oh, boy.
Oh, gosh.
We got problems. So anyway, yeah, we were talking about the draft and we're talking about concerns with Tet McMillan and a guy who 2 years ago said, hey, I don't like football. And I don't like to do extra film study. Ooh, ouch. Big part of the NFL, my man. We lost a legend yesterday. I just wanted to take a second and pass on Mike Patrick. Do you remember Mike Patrick?
Mike Patrick
used to did everything for ESPN in the beginning, in the early days. He was 80 years old, so you can figure out he did the NFL, he did college football, a lot of great moments. Called the Music City Miracle, for example. His is a familiar voice to sports fans my age. Think about if I'm 61 and he's 80, so 19 years difference. But did you know that Mike Patrick, one of the first places he worked was right here in Jacksonville, FLA?
I did not know.
Yeah. In 1970, he was sports director at Channel 4. And so he was like Sam Kavaris before Sam. And he provided play-by-play for the Jacksonville Sharks World Football League, called JU basketball games on radio and television. Mike Patrick.
Shout out Mike Patrick.
Yeah. Mike Patrick passed away. I don't know if I would call him a legend at ESPN, but a very respected person in our industry. He worked, he did games with Joe Theismann and Paul McGuire and did a lot of things. And everybody, a nice outpouring of remembrances of Mike Patrick by the people he worked with. And that's kind of neat to see, you know, when you're respected. But yeah, he spent a lot of time here in Jacksonville. So, passed away either yesterday or the day before at the age of 80. So I wanted to make sure I mentioned that. And yeah, you can go back and look. And a lot of people were putting clips up of college football games and NFL games. And like I said, he did basketball games and he did a lot for ESPN back. I guess I could say it was the early days, if you will, 20 years ago or so. So, yeah. NBA playoffs continued last night. East Lakers were winners.
Yes, sir.
So you got that going for you, which is nice.
LeBron James.
Even the series at 1 game apiece. OKC's rolling over Memphis. That one's just about done.
Yeah.
And a little bit surprised how much the Pacers are handling the Bucks.
Me too.
Now you can say, well, look, the series is, it's all Indiana did was what they're supposed to do, right? You win your home games. And they won their home games. And so they go from there. You know what? Now they go to Milwaukee on what? I think it's either tomorrow and Sunday or Friday and Sunday. Anyway, Doc Rivers continue. Doc Rivers is good thing Doc Rivers won that one NBA title, bro. Because this guy is a flame out in the postseason, isn't he?
Yes, for sure.
I mean, he's had some really good teams, coached a lot of different places. And him and the Bucks, not a great fit. Not a great fit. Hasn't really worked. Let's see. He was in Orlando. Let's see what Doc Rivers has done. He's been around for 25 years as a coach, man. Missed playoffs, lost first round, lost first round, lost first round. Got fired 03-04. Went to Boston next year, lost in the first round, missed playoffs. Boom, won NBA championship out of the blue. Lost in conference semifinals, lost in NBA finals, lost in conference semifinals, lost in conference finals, lost in first round, went to the Clippers. Lost in conference semifinals, lost in conference semifinals, lost in first round, missed playoffs, lost in first round, lost in conference semifinals, lost in conference semifinals, lost in conference semifinals, went to Philadelphia. Lost in conference semifinals, lost in conference semifinals, lost in conference semifinals, went to Milwaukee. Lost in first round, TBD. So good and bad, I guess. He's coached 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is his 26th year, E. Okay? 26 years. How many times has he lost in the first round? 1, 2, 3. Or missed the playoffs or lost in the first round. Should we do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 years. So, like I said, good and bad. Basically 500 in the playoffs, 113 and 108. Yeah. Is he a great coach? Overrated. Remember, he's got that Game 7 thing going, too?
Yeah.
He's like lost a boatload of Game 7s. Anyway, he's the coach of the Bucks, and the Bucks lost last night. On the ice, Carolina leads their series 2-0 against New Jersey. Toronto leads its series 2-0 against Ottawa. Florida beat Tampa in Game 1. Shout out Mr. 10. His Lightning lost. Minnesota even the series with Vegas. I'm boycotting the NHL playoffs, so hopefully they go good for you. I can't do it without the Rangers in it, even though they're great theater. And we'll root for Justin Moore's Edmonton Oilers. That's what we'll do, me and you, E.
All right.
We'll root for the Oilers.
Oiler up?
Oiler up, I guess, is what we'll do. But yeah, I don't know. Nobody talks about the Thunder, man. Small market team, right? But they just... and SGA has not played great either in the first 2 games.
I mean, he scored 27.
Yeah, but he's not shooting it well.
Yeah.
That's all. They won by 19. I guess if you're Memphis, you're like, well, we didn't get beat by 51. I mean, what do you say? You know?
They're not ready. Memphis is just not ready.
Memphis ain't. Oklahoma City's going to... Who does Oklahoma City get in the bracket? Like, who do the Lakers get next if they win?
Lakers got Golden State.
Lakers, Golden State.
Yeah.
Okay. That would be a good series.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Let me look how this shakes out. I probably should know this, but I don't. Don't pay attention to the West. Playoff bracket. Yeah. So the Thunder will get the winner of the Nuggets Clippers.
Ooh. They're going to get the Clippers. Ooh.
Lakers get a break if they get the Warriors. By the way, they're the 7 seed, so that would be big.
Yeah. We going to the ship, man.
Yeah, I don't know about that. You think you'll beat the Thunder?
And we're going to win that.
You know what else? I don't know if you'll beat the Clippers.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
You just worry about Detroit, buddy.
Yeah, I am worried about Detroit a little bit. Well, if we beat Detroit, we then get the Celtics, so that should be fun. We'll see how it goes. That's the NBA playoffs. That's enough of that. That's enough of that talk. We'll move on from there, and we're a little bit over. We're hurtling through the 6 o'clock hour. We've got trivia coming up in 7. We got Daniel Murphy coming in as well in studio, so it's a busy day. There was high school baseball playoffs are a different format now. They're best of 3.
That's cool.
You mentioned Clay. I know Episcopal beat my Providence guys last night, so they lost. So they're eliminated. Their season comes to an end, 2-0. So it's kind of neat to do it that way. It's a little different. They used to do it this way. It's Johnny Murphy's Trinity Christian team winners as well. So bunch of postseason baseball underway and often started in high school. It's really postseason time. I think lacrosse is into their postseason as well. So a lot of things happening on the high school front. We'll take a break. We'll keep it going. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is Brent Musburger's Visa in Action update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Ryan Blaney, Kyle Busch, Joey Logano, all 11-1 to win the Jack Links 500 NASCAR Cup Series race at Talladega on Sunday. William Byron, Brad Keselowski, 12-1. Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, both 14-1. Braves drop a 10-4 decision yesterday to the St. Louis Cardinals. Today, the Braves at $1.70 favorite against Miles Michaelis and the Cardinals plus 142, 8.5 over the total. Tampa Bay Rays send out Taj Bradley in Phoenix today. He's a $1.24 dog against Eduardo Rodriguez and the Diamondbacks minus 148, 9 under the total at Chase Field in Phoenix. $250 bonus and you open up a G-Bank Visa signature card. Visa.com/GBank. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Florida heat is no joke. Is your air conditioner ready for it? At Duck Duck Air Conditioning, we've got a crazy offer just for you. We're giving away free AC inspections to our wonderful customers who now call and schedule. One of our expert techs will come look at your AC unit and make recommendations to ensure it's running at peak performance. But you must act today. A deal this good won't last forever. Call 904-862-6769. Duck Duck Air Conditioning. DuckDuckAC.com. Any required repairs are not included in the inspection.
And when it comes to insurance, I think we all think sort of the same way. We pay a lot of money monthly. Those premiums are high, and we add that up, and then we start thinking about it. Man, if something happens and we need you to be there, you best be there. And that's what Craig and Chris Kaprosky with Goosehead Insurance do. They're always there for us. You know why? Because they believe in customer service. 2 words that sometimes get lost in this day and age, but 2 words that are important to the Kaproskys, right? Something happens, you call them, they get you answers right away. They know that you need them, and they're there for you in your time of need. If they don't answer, they call you right back. Like I said, customer service. Be it homeowners, auto, flood, boat, small business. Kaproskys will be there for you at your time of need. I speak from experience. They've helped me and my family numerous times. Get an insurance checkup today. Craig.Kaprosky at goosehead.com. Craig.Kaprosky, K-O-P-R-O-S-K-I at goosehead.com, or call them 478-8422. That's 478-8422. Craig and Chris Kaprosky, part of the Goosehead Insurance family, part of our family as well.
When you think of America, you think baseball, cookouts, military, and pride for our country. At Garber Auto Mall, we're proud to carry every American-made truck at one location. Ford, Chevy, GMC, Ram, and Jeep. With the largest inventory selection in North Florida, you can shop with one salesperson. Garber Auto Mall is proud to support our country, our military, and our community. Visit us in Green Cove Springs or at GarberAutomall.com. Garber Auto Mall. Proud to be American.
It's here. Beard's Diamond's first ever massive sale on all diamond stud earrings and all tennis bracelets. Now through Sunday at 4 p.m. Save 20%, 30%, even 40%. Beautiful diamond stud earrings and gorgeous diamond tennis bracelets. Perfect for any occasion. Take advantage of huge markdowns. Best prices ever. Corporate-owned big box stores could never offer this extreme value, but locally owned Beards can. And it's happening now through Sunday. Up to 40% off. Beards Diamond, St. John's Town Center. Shop local. Shop Beards.
What
Lauren Brooks here for Terminix. Before termites attack your home or business and cause costly damage, Terminix it. Terminix stops termites in my home fast. These destructive pests may have been around for millions of years, but before they show up, so does Terminix. And their time is up. Don't live with a termite problem. I certainly wasn't going to. Terminix it. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online. That's TERMINIX.com. Terminix.com.
What does your dream backyard look like? Hey, it's Joe C. and my friends at CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living can design an outdoor kitchen layout custom built to your taste and lifestyle. You dream it, they can build it. CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. Visit CSSOutdoor.com.
One man, one hammer. One place to hear it drop. Hammer Time with Hayes, weekdays on The Frangie Show.
Driven by Southside Kia. Online at SouthsideKiaJax.com on 1010XL.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Hi, this is Lisa the Botanista with a special invitation. Are you tired of scrolling through other people's boating adventures? Are you sick of liking your friends' posts out of jealousy when you see them on the water? Are you finally ready to cure the FOMO for Florida's greatest pastime, boating? Then I'd like to invite you to visit the Freedom Boat Club at the Boat Show and see what this boating made simple is all about. We handle the cleaning, maintenance, storage, and all the hassles of an entire fleet in Jacksonville, Jacksonville Beach, and St. Augustine. You join the club and use the boats whenever you want. You can also go boating at over 350 locations across the U.S., Canada, and Europe. From water sports and cruising to inshore and offshore fishing, we've got you covered. We even include unlimited one-on-one water training for every membership, so you gain the confidence you need at the helm to have fun. See us at the Boat Show this month to learn about boating made simple and receive a special discount on membership and start creating your own memories on the water. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Tailgaters parking season passes are on sale now. Secure your Jaguar season parking today. Enjoy indoor restrooms, a full-service bar and grill, access 4 hours before kickoff. Visit tailgatorsparking.com and book your space today.
North Florida is growing with lots of new families joining our community. If you're one of them making the move here, your next move should be a call to American Electrical to create the best home automation system, enhancing your living experience. There are many ways your life can be made easier through smart home technology, voice-activated systems, automated lighting, total house temperature control. With American Electrical, they've got everything you need to automate your home and make it your true oasis. Check out American-Electrical.com, powered by professionalism and raising the excellence bar.
Out here, you'll find a community of hardworking creators with loyal followers, along with proud moments worth sharing. And farm to table, well, that's just supper. And whether it's a raised garden bed, acres of land, or something for your animals, we've got all the supplies and are happy to share a little know-how.
Welcome to Tractor Supply, into life out here.
I'm Liz Gruby, the Jacksonville Business Journal's events director, and on May 15th, we're shining a spotlight on young professionals who are boldly leading the way in business and making our major impact in our community. I'd love for you to join us for our 40 Under 40 Awards as we celebrate these up-and-comers and their achievements. Don't miss this inspiring afternoon of networking and celebration. Tickets are going fast. You have to get them before May 6th. And for more information and tickets, visit jbjevents.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, welcome back. Hanging out here on a Hump Day Wednesday. More on that in a little bit. I was thinking about this. There's an irresponsibility almost with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay.
Almost. Let me get to the text line and answer some questions here. Shidor Sanders, bad interview in the entitled claim. I saw that by somebody. My thoughts on that are I don't think Shidor Sanders is going to be I don't think he's going to be picked in the top 10. I think his first shot might be Pittsburgh at 21. I don't know.
Saints.
He's another one. He's one where it's I don't think the Saints are taking him. I keep hearing the Saints like Dart if they're going to take a quarterback.
Ooh. Then also, what do you think about the Raiders taking him? I know they got Geno, and
I don't think so.
And Buddy's trying to win right now.
I don't think so. I think Shidor Sanders is going to be waiting a little bit tomorrow. I don't think so. They say Dilla mentioned a hacker last night. He hears Kelvin Banks Jr. possible.
Tackle.
I would say this. If that happens, that's out of the blue, and that's I mean, I don't know, man. There's mixed opinion on all these offensive linemen. Unless they love them, and maybe they do. We'll see. But him at 5? That would be somewhat surprising to me.
6'5", 315 offensive tackle out of Texas.
Yeah, there's a lot of 6'5", 315s.
Yeah, you're right.
Right? I don't know. Here's Kelvin Banks' journey. He was high, and then he sort of fell off, and now he's sort of come back a little bit. But is he like I would take him? I would say this. I would take him over Membu. Like Membu was one of those fast riser guys, right?
He was.
I wouldn't take Membo. I know, I heard of Kelvin Banks Jr. during the season. I saw Kelvin Banks Jr.'s on, for the last year on draft boards and mock drafts. Armand Membu is one of those workout warrior guys. That always make me nervous.
Yeah, they always pop up every year.
They always make me nervous.
Yeah, Kelvin Banks Jr., unanimous All-American, Jacobs blocking trophy, Lombardi Award, Outland Award trophy.
Yeah.
So he's decorated.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think they're going offensive line, I guess is what I think. But anyway, back to my original point. And you can reach us, by the way, on the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures, if you'd like. Or call the show at 641-1010. Here's the deal, E. Is it irresponsible of a franchise so decorated as the Pittsburgh Steelers for their general manager on April 23rd or 22nd to come out and say, look, we know we're going to have 4 quarterbacks that go to training camp with us, and right now they have 2. And the 2 are Mason Rudolph and Skylar Thompson. And here's the deal. Pittsburgh has a good club. They're a good football team. They're not a great football team, but they're a good football team. If they had a really good quarterback, why haven't they gotten a quarterback? What are they waiting for? Now, we know about Aaron Rodgers, but at what point do you move on and say, okay, well, it's not going to be Aaron Rodgers. We need a quarterback. I heard driving in this morning the Steelers beat people telling me Pittsburgh feels good about Mason Rudolph. Bull dung. No, they don't. Oh, the team they invested a draft pick in Mason Rudolph years ago. If you go and give DK Metcalf $30 million and put up with George Pickens, you're trying to improve your passing game. And if Mason Rudolph's your guy, that's a load of malarkey. There ain't no way. The Steelers, I'm just asking, have the Steelers dropped the ball almost? It just seemed, how do you not have a quarterback in a point? Now, look, are they going to draft a quarterback? Sure they are. Might it be Shidor Sanders? It very well could be. Right? But
could be.
I don't know. I know Prisco left Shidor Sanders out of his mock draft. First round. Some people don't think he's a first-round pick. But, man, oh, man, why didn't... Like, what about Kirk Cousins? Pittsburgh? I mean, why didn't you attack the quarterback spot with make it a priority? Doesn't that seem a little weird? Like, let's say Pittsburgh takes Jalen Milroe. Well, guess who they just had? Justin Fields.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Fields is a better version of Jalen Milroe.
Correct.
So, I'm a Steeler fan, I'm like, no. So I don't know what they're going to do. I listen, I guess they're just, to me, their best option is Aaron Rodgers, and that's not the greatest option in the world either. Right? So what do you do if you're the Steelers? And how do you get to this point right here, right now, with only two quarterbacks, neither of which you can win with? I mean, don't you think the Steelers have a pretty good team all in all?
Yeah.
Tough division, but...
Yeah, they always have a pretty good team.
Right? I mean, they win every year. They got a good coach. You got DK Metcalf and George Pickens. You've got Scotty Miller and Roman Wilson at wide receiver. Calvin Austin. You got first-round pick Fatanu on your offensive line. You got Pat Freiermuth. What do you got at running back now? Who the Steelers got? They let Najee go.
Najee's gone?
Yeah, I think they signed Gainwell, the Eagles guy. They got Jalen Warren. They might have Patterson. But Cam Hayward's the older guy. They want to win. TJ Watt, Patrick Queen, Alex Highsmith. I think they signed Darius Slay. Minka Fitzpatrick, Joey Porter. Some pretty good football players, aren't they? I don't know, man. So you're going to go through another year without a quarterback? The search continues if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers. Just interesting. Jags will sit there at number 5. We'll see what they do. I'm glad we're going to find out what they wanted to do. I love these guys keep coming back to this stuff on Jalen Milroe. He's the best running quarterback I've ever evaluated. He's like Cam Newton's power with Lamar's speed. That's great. You got to be able to throw. And maybe he will be able to throw. But he threw 16 touchdowns last year. For Alabama. Now, Saban's gone. I get it. But he had a new offense. But 16 touchdowns, I don't know, bro. I don't know. All right, we're heading towards the 7 o'clock hour. We got a lot to do today. We've got trivia just around the corner. We got Murph coming up as well. It's a Hump Day Wednesday edition, and we'll tell you more about that when we return right here on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Wherever you go, there we are.
I know. I checked online.
1010XL is on your smartphone and tablet. Download our free app for all devices and take us with you around Duval and around the world.
MOV-ING. Southside Kia is moving. Our moving sale is on right now. Help us clear new Kias out. Our current selection's got 200 plus Kias on the lot. Hurry to save big with us. New rides starting at just $20,000 bucks. Plus, bring your tax refund today. We'll double it up to $5K. MOV-ING. Get to Southside Kia this spring. Online at SouthsideKiaJacks.com. Get your next ride at Southside. For complete details, call 904-325-9208.
All right, gentlemen, we've trained for this. We've battled the elements.
But if there's one thing we can't afford, it's letting the heat take us out before the big game.
But Coach, the AC at my house is busted. I barely got any sleep last night.
Well, Johnson, you should have called Cool Cats Heating and Cooling. They're the real MVPs. Now let's cue the cool music.
Cool Cats Heating and Cooling. The coolest cats in town.
For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for
Instant Keys. Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
Hey, say goodbye to glasses and contacts with customized vision treatments at Bowden Associates. Hicken here. Dr. Bowden and his expert team will bring you the latest options like Evo implantable Collamer lenses, refractive lens exchange, traditional LASIK, tailored just for you. Imagine waking up to clear vision, man. Whew, that'd be great. No hassle, no fuss. Ready to see the difference? Call now or visit BowdenEye.com and get that free screening. Bowden Associates, keeping the First Coast focused.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 4-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year and right now make over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only cost for the books and the course fees. About $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org and you can apply there.
Apply by May 15th.
Get to know positions and players. The 1010XL Ultimate Draft Guide is brought to you by Blue Haven Pools, the #1 pool builder in Jacksonville. Follow rankings and roundtables as the draft takes shape. Go to 1010XL.com/2025 draft guide to get yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the trumpet call heard round the world. Experience the thrill of the Kentucky Derby at Best Bet. Saturday, May 3rd, witness the most exciting 2 minutes in sports and dive into the action with live wagering. This could be your lucky day. Mark your calendars and join us at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, or St. Augustine on May 3rd for the Kentucky Derby. Visit bestbetjax.com for more details. That's bestbetjax.com.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
DUI? BUI? Don't stress. Call me Malcolm Anthony at 285-4LAW. That's 285-4LAW for Malcolm Anthony.
Baloo here for Smunez Vision. Why Smunez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smunez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smunez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smunez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmunezVision.com today. Here you can see.
Tax season is here, and your refund can go further at Big Chief Tire. Frank Frangie here. Put the extra cash to work by investing in your vehicle, whether it's overdue maintenance, brake repairs, or new tires. Their skilled technicians will help you get the most out of every dollar. With 5 Jacksonville locations, fair prices, and trusted service, Big Chief Tire has everything you need to hit the road with confidence. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 today. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
I'm just going to cut to the chase. What you really want to know is, why buy from Arlington Toyota? Mia here. How about over 800 vehicles, one lot, 60-day exchange, and friendly credit for everyone. Plus, right now, you choose a pre-owned 2022 Camry, RAV4, or Tacoma for $0 down and only $388 per month. Or how about no payments till August 2025? Shop in person on Atlantic Boulevard, just a quarter mile east of 295, or online anytime at arlingtontoyota.com.
McDonald with your 1010XL Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Septic Plumbing and Air Conditioning. The Florida Gators baseball team delivered a commanding performance last night, defeating Georgia Southern 12-1 in a 7-inning run rule victory. This marks the Gators' third consecutive walk-off win at home. Freshman Luke Heyman was the standout player, going 3 for 4 at the plate, driving in 6 runs, including a walk-off grand slam in the bottom of the 7th inning. Colby Shelton and Brandon Lawson also contributed 2 RBIs, while Bobby Bozer scored 3 runs. The North Florida Ospreys baseball team faced a tough extra inning loss last night, 3-2 to South Carolina Gamecocks up in South Carolina. The game remained tied through 9 innings, but in the bottom of the 10th, South Carolina's KJ Scobie delivered a walk-off ground rule double, scoring Jordan Carian to secure the win for the Gamecocks. It's 67 degrees at 7:03. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Guess what day it is?
Oh.
Guess what day it is?
Is it Monday? No. Does Mike know? You think Mike knows?
Mike might know.
Mike. What day is it, Mike?
Is it Tuesday?
Hump day.
Hey, you know it! It's Hump Day, baby! Woo! Welcome back, 7 o'clock hour. BFR. I saw something yesterday, that stunned me.
What you see?
You know how sometimes you see guys that don't match?
Yes.
I saw that yesterday.
Oh, yeah? And it stunned you?
Stunned me.
Oh. Well, I want to hear this combo.
It's fine. It was great. I didn't see the whole interview. But it's like the person interviewing a person just didn't sync up to me. And it was the Pat McAfee show.
All right.
And I'm looking up. And I had to do this. I had to do a double take.
Double take.
I'm doing it right now on the camera. It's like this, E. It's like this. I look up. Huh?
Yeah, double take.
And I was stunned for a minute.
Who do you have on there?
TC.
What?
Yeah, Tom Coughlin.
Our TC?
Our guy.
Oh.
I see Tom Coughlin up there with Pat McAfee.
that would have made me double take, too.
I was like, dang, coach. I said, we got the J Fund deal coming up. I wonder if we're working on trying to get McAfee down here for it. Maybe that was my thought.
Uh-huh.
But good stuff. Yeah. Tom's good, man. I wish he'd do more of them.
Now, was he live or was he on camera?
Look live. He was on camera. No, I saw him.
Okay.
But I don't think it was recorded. Yeah. I didn't hear the whole thing. They were talking about the draft and some other things. And about the Giants and such. You know how it is. So, But anyway, it was interesting. I was like, I would never expect Coach to go on.
No. Yeah, I'm with you there.
Yeah. That was a little surprising to me. You heard Molly's living the life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Training for some Iron Man thing she's doing. Told me she's got beach volleyball tonight. Molly has become Molly's like a Chicago girl has become like a Jacksonville woman type thing to me, Don't you think?
Yeah, Molly living, man. Yeah.
Molly's yeah. So she comes in, she's doing the local sports updates for us, working, doing extra stuff for over at UNF. She's one of my students way back when,
She was.
Yeah. So she's done a good job. Anyway, shout out to her.
No, they always got something going on.
But she was talking about the Gator baseball team. They won last. Now they got to win the midweek games. They're 28-15, I believe, but they're 6-12 in conference. All right. So this is the deal. They got Arkansas at home for 3 games. That's tough. You can't get swept. If you go to 6-15, it's over. Over. Okay? You've got at worst to win one of them. Because Arkansas is number 5 in the country. They're very good. You got to find a way to win one of these games, okay? Then you would be 7-14, which ain't great. If you can win 2, win a series against number 5 Arkansas and get to 8, now you got a shot. Again, a pathway. Let's say in all likelihood they win 1. Now they might get, so I don't know. They've won like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of 9. They've won 8 out of 9 ever since they got swept by Vanderbilt, which was bad. They've won 8 out of 9 games. But here comes but it was Mississippi State and it was Missouri. And now they did beat Florida State in there, but other than that, not impressive victories. So they have, here they have Arkansas, and if they get to 7-14, then they go to South Carolina where they better win 2 out of 3. You have to. You'd be 9-15. Then you go to Texas, where somehow you have to get to win at least. If you get 1, you're 10-17. Well, 13 is the magic number. Then you would have to sweep Alabama at home. So you got to find some wins, man. And it ain't going to be easy, but still doable for Florida Gator basketball or baseball. 13-17 will get you in. FSU started playing again the other night. They beat Stetson. Their campus, they've been through a lot over there, obviously, with the shooting. And I think what they've done with from what I hear and talking to a lot of my friends who have children over there is they've given them, the option of final exams, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So you can take them if it will help your grade. You don't have to take them.
Oh, yeah.
Which is, But as far as their baseball team, they'll be hosting a regional. They're 30-7. They've had a very good year. They've won 5 in a row. They're 11-4 in the conference. They're probably I don't know a ton about the ACC, but I think they're the best team in the ACC. So they will have a great opportunity to make some things happen going forward. Let me make sure I got this right. Get down here to April. They will be playing. They beat Stetson on Tuesday, and they will play Louisville this weekend. So they got a big series up at Louisville, and then they have Clemson, and they got a midweek game with JU, and then they have Cal. They have to go to Cal. Oh my God, so stupid. What is? FSU has to go to Berkeley, California for a 3-game set against Cal. It'll be fun for the kids, I guess, though. And they still have North Carolina, but FSU will host a regional. They'll be one of the top teams going forward and have a legitimate shot at going to Omaha. So there's that going on right now in the world of college baseball. In the world of college baseball. One of the things we've been talking about this morning with the Jacksonville Jaguars, because we've heard the name Tet McMillan a little bit, and that would be probably in a trade down scenario. Would they take him at number 5? I can't imagine. But we have, talked about the story with Tet McMillan, and this goes against intangibly rich, right? I mean, is that a fair statement?
Yeah, absolutely.
What we've learned about Tet McMillan goes against intangibly rich. Not every player in the NFL likes the sport of football. Not every player likes to watch film. It's supposed to remain unspoken. Tet McMillan spoke it. A video clip from a 2023 podcast appearance has been making the rounds on social media. Asked if he liked football. No, not at all. Extends to film as well. I don't ever need to watch it by myself because we go over it as a receiver group. That's a red flag when you're investing a lot of money into a football player. I'm sorry. That's a red flag. And it certainly stands out with Tet McMillan. So I don't know if I would pick him because of that. And certainly there have had to have been conversations at the very least, right, E?
Absolutely.
I mean, you can't. I just don't think you can,
No, sir.
Yeah. I don't think you can just take somebody like that with the 5th pick if they're iffy.
Yeah, because just film study just with the position group, that's just not enough, especially when you make it to the big leagues. Like, you make it to the NFL, you got to break down that film. You got to know the characteristics of your corners and the quarterback. So, yeah, bro, that ain't going to work in the NFL.
TC on the show said he on the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures said he reached out to McAfee to be on the show. Said he watched, and based on the convo, he seemed like he did. Definitely live, and it was awesome. The McAfee crew all love him. They're always fans of pure football guys like TC. Well, he is definitely a pure football guy, right?
No nonsense, pure football guy.
Yeah. Here's an interesting story with the high school baseball playoffs and the best of 3. St. Augustine High found out on Friday they had to go play in Fort Walton Beach versus Choctaw. Difficult to get financial approval from the county for bus and hotel rooms at the last minute. Lost the first game and the second game on Tuesday. If they had won either of those games, Choctaw would have had to travel to St. Augustine on Thursday to play the final game. That is some crazy logistics.
Yeah, it is.
Especially for the, that, like, it was easy, Providence Episcopal. But I know Fletcher, like, my buddy's son plays for Fletcher, and they're going out today, I believe. And they play today and tonight out in at I think it's Gonzales Tate, which is in Pensacola, Florida.
So are they just going to stay out there?
So that you have to. You got 2 games.
Yeah.
So you play both games. Now, if they win one game, then Pensacola has to come all the way back here and play game 3. I guess it's the fair way to do it, or you could just say the better seed gets all 3 games at their place, or it's a I don't know. I don't know what the right way to. I would think if I would, it is a tough.
It's a lot of travel.
For high school kids, but yeah, it is a little crazy. It is a little crazy. If I told you that you could go all-pro wide receiver with your first-round pick this year and an all-pro cornerback with your first-round pick next year, would you like it? So trade next year's first and go get Travis Hunter. Yeah. I feel you. I don't know that they would do that or not. So, yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Again, talking about the draft and the Jaguars, options everywhere. In the end, our Dream Finders poll question, by the way, was about what are they going to do in the end? And might they just draft Mason Graham? I don't know, man. I just there's a lot of smoke out there. And it always happens draft week, so you have to be careful. Have to navigate through. Is there anything that concerns you at all about Ashton Jeanty, E? Because what we're doing today now is we're looking at the names that we think they might draft. And so we start looking for the little warts, right?
Yeah, there's just one thing.
What is it?
The conference that he played in.
Yeah. Because against Penn State, he had 30 for 100 yards.
So.
But he did go for 200 plus against Oregon.
It just wasn't consistent enough. The opposing teams just wasn't as consistent. I wouldn't be upset if we drafted him. I love when we draft skilled players.
In the annual ESPN NFL Nation mock draft, ESPN's Rich Cimini selected Texas offensive lineman Kelvin Banks Jr. for the Jets at number 7. Passed on. Banks started 42 games at Texas, but all those came at left tackle. He would have to flip to right tackle with the Jets, but either way, whatever. I mean, he's like Campbell. They see playing guard. People don't see Banks playing. Like if you draft an offensive lineman at 5, if the Jags do that, And again, I don't know. I don't want to liken it to this, but I remember. Oh, gosh. Now I'm going to get my names wrong here. Who was our starting tackle when we drafted Eugene Monroe?
It wasn't Jokel?
Was it Jokel? 2009, we drafted Eugene Monroe. Let me see real quick here. What I'm saying is we have so many, and I know it's needs and best player available and all that. And if you think you're getting a stud, I get it. I'm not against it. But we have so many different needs. I just remember one time we were
Britton.
Eben Britton.
Yep.
Evan Britton went to right tackle. I'm looking at the 09. Eugene Monroe was our left tackle. Vinny Manawai was our guard. Meester was our center. Mo Williams was our right guard. And Evan Britton was our right tackle.
And Uche was also rotating in there.
Uche was in there. You know, we lost Uche, right?
We did.
And we lost Manawai.
Dang.
Both those guys. Golly. But I remember drafting like a tackle to replace a tackle. And I just, and look, if Kelvin Banks Jr. is a all-pro, get him. That's fine.
Quentin Groves is on that team, too. We lost Quentin Groves, too.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, we sure did. This has to be I don't remember this guy's name. I'm going to ask you this name in the break. This guy was are you looking at the depth chart for the Jags in 09?
I am.
What's a backup right tackle's name? If we're looking at the same thing.
Yeah, no, mine doesn't even show the backup right tackle.
All right.
Got a number? What number is it?
78.
Let's see here.
I don't remember this guy at all.
Jordan Black?
Is that him?
That's what I got at 78 on this guy.
Yeah. All right. On this one, it says Black Jordan. That's what I was like.
Mine is Jordan Black.
I'm sure it's Jordan Black. I was like, what? What? Black Jordan? I don't remember him playing for the Jags. Oh, we got to take a break. It's 7 o'clock. We got trivia next right here on The Drill.
Downtime with Dan is serviced by the local family-owned company for home comfort and your statewide mechanical partner for the biggest projects, Lloyd's Heating and Air.
Allow me to be happy for just a minute. I love baseball right now, and I love my baseball team, and I was able to love curling up and watching the Metropolitans right now as they improved to 17-7 on the season and not even hitting the ball that good. But this starting pitching has been out of this world. Look, I know, you know, we all know what the Mets eventually do. They break my heart. But Francisco Lindor is playing MVP-type baseball right now, okay? Soto ain't even going right now. Pete Alonso, 25 RBI already. He's on pace for like 160 ribbies this year. So, but again, it's the starting pitching that really stands out. Got a day game against the Phils today, and Zach Wheeler, though, tough sledding for the Metties.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Taking care of business.
Taking care of business.
And business is good. 1010XL.
Taking care of business every day.
Beat the spring clean and rush with big savings and priority booking by calling our heroes at Zero Res. I love Zero Res, man. Cleaning freaks come to my house, and, man, do they do a job. They'll do a job for you as well, man. House smells better, looks better, feels better. It's terrific. Springtime, you want it nice and clean. Such a good feeling, man. And go ahead and here in April, get Zero Resified from Jacksonville's #1 carpet cleaner. What you'll do is you'll get 25% off all the cleaning services. I said it, 25%. That's a quarter off. The carpets, air ducts, upholstery, rugs, hard surfaces. Call Zero Res right now, 287-5727, 287-5727. You can go online, too. Just type in ZeroResJacksonville.com and say you want the Hicken or the 1010XL special. Zero Res, man. You spell it forward, you spell it backwards. Zero Res. It's the right way to clean.
As a
contractor, finding reliable subcontractors is key to project success. Prosser here. Guys, that's where Lloyd's Heating and Air shines. Not just your mechanical HVAC experts, but your partner, understanding every facet of construction to keep your project on track. Lloyd's will spot issues early before they cause delays. If you're a contractor with a need for reliability, visit LloydsHeatingandAir.com. Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Get a healthy start in 2025. The Florida Department of Health in Duval County is here to encourage you to get healthy and stay healthy this year. They have a dedicated team who are committed to providing quality care. The goal is to protect, promote, and improve the health of you and your family. Visit duval.floridahealth.gov to learn more about their health programs and services. That's duval.floridahealth.gov.
Attention Florida homeowners, for 1 month only. Save big with Renewal by Anderson. Get $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors. Plus, call now and ask about our brand new Ensemble entry door system. But hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com today to schedule your free design consultation. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Renewal by Anderson, your trusted window and door experts. Superior products, exceptional service. License number CGC 1527613.
Mike Dempsey here. Look, it's been 10 years that I've been vouching for my guys at Dandy Boots, and for a decade, I'm proud of my association with a local family business. They make a great product. I've made no secret that I was a customer long before Dandy ever came on board on 1010XL. But I'm thinking I'm due a little Dandy swag, maybe a little love. How about a Dandy t-shirt, a ball cap? So how about it, Thompson family? What do you got going on over there? In the meantime, I'm going to keep eating those delicious tuna salad sandwiches. So guys, keep helping me out and grab a Dandy sandwich today.
It's fun to predict because it's usually unpredictable. 1010XL's draft coverage is brought to you by Renewal by Anderson Windows and Doors and First Coast Recyclers. Roll through the offseason with AA Automotive.
For the greenest, luscious lawn on the block, choose the local legends, Roundtree Sod. Don't just settle for ordinary. Let Roundtree Sod deliver you a picture-perfect lawn. To get a free estimate, call 7414-SOD. 7414-SOD.
Interested in a unique date night? Gibby here. I took my wife Nikki to Wick a Candle Bar. She made her own custom candle right there in the store. Shop local at Wick a Candle Bar. Locations in San Marco and Jacks Beach.
When it comes to your utility bill, JEA wants to help you use less so you can save more. We offer a variety of free programs, like efficiency and irrigation assessments that'll teach you ways to conserve energy and water around your home. Our alerts will let you know when your utility usage has reached a set amount, and our rebates can help you save when upgrading to more efficient appliances and equipment. Find even more ways to save at JEA.com.
Work Zone Awareness Week is a reminder to prioritize safety every time you drive. Road workers are out there improving Florida's highways, and they depend on you to slow down and stay alert. Speeding and distractions put lives at risk, yours and theirs. Let's work together to protect everyone on the road. Remember, when you see orange cones, safety comes first. This is a message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Get Smart John is polished up by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
You know you love it. TriviaNation.com's own. He's bald. He's beautiful. He smells so good. Get Smart Johnny!
Good morning, Guggen.
Good morning, Guggen.
So,
First, I have a shout out.
Oh, please.
To a friend of the program. We both know him well.
Yes.
To Detective Barker.
Yes.
Yes, and we're friends, and this is a shtick between us. I purposely mispronounce his name. That's what we do. Okay. We kid because we care. So he is involved with the Palencia men's golf team, and they're at a state interclub championship in Orlando. So good luck to them.
Good
He's
luck
part
to
of that
them.
team. Yes.
Yes.
Also, I have a question for you, my friend.
Yes.
So I guess a Jagism now, which will forever remain in the lexicon for the organization, intangibly rich, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wouldn't that rank up there with callous disregard for the ball?
Oh, yes.
Right?
Oh, yes. Yes,
Okay.
100%.
Okay, that's what came to mind, speaking of TC. So that one will live forever as well.
That was a great one. But he didn't.
It really was.
He didn't use that over and over. It was just so stunning that it's stuck with all of us. But he didn't go back to it all the time.
No, he didn't need to. You're right. It was a statement.
Intangibly rich is a mantra over there. I mean,
yes.
And I'll just say it, to you and everybody else, then you ain't drafting the receiver from Arizona because he ain't intangibly rich. If you don't like ball, if you say I don't like football, you can't. That you don't have the intangibles that are rich that we're looking for. I'm just saying. If you're gonna spout that and profess it, I don't think you can take that guy. But we'll see.
No, you would be shocked if they did.
I would be.
Yeah,
I would be.
Great. All right, so
it's just me and E today. Just
that's
me
right.
and E.
I was just saying, D. I said you're going to have to help your boy out today.
Yeah.
So he's going to be looking for support.
I need support, E.
Okay.
Support.
I need you to draw on. I need you to draw on those learning things from Patterson Elementary.
Oh, you got it right.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
And then off to Robinson Middle.
Oh, Green Cove Junior High.
Green Cove Junior High, Clay High School.
Shout out.
FSCJ.
Yeah.
I need that.
Full Sail.
Full Sail University.
Come on, man. Don't jip me.
Let's go. Doctorate.
Very nice.
Doctorate.
Honorary.
All right. So to get things started this morning, science.
Great.
I think you'll get this, though.
Wonderful.
What natural pigment found in plants makes leaves appear green and is essential for photosynthesis?
That'll be chlorophyll.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everything's on you, Dan.
All right, you did it.
Did my part.
Don't mess with us.
Okay. He's going to kick back now.
That's fine. TV.
What family sitcom that aired from 1984 to 1992 centered around the Huxtable family?
Oh, it's go ahead.
That's
Go
a
2 for
cousins,
2.
man.
Yeah.
Gotta have my pudding. Yeah.
Oof.
We just look.
Boy, they say that's different, Yeah.
Yeah, it hits different now.
It does.
Yeah. He was so beloved too.
Yeah, that's a legacy changer. Is what that was.
Big time.
Yeah,
Big
that
time.
some people. I don't want to say pee away, but they pee away their legacy, and he certainly did.
No question.
Is he still in jail?
Yeah, that boy locked up, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Movies.
What, 1996?
By the way, can I hold on a second? E?
Yeah?
I'm not sure in the history of the trivia show.
What you about to say? I haven't got 3 answers.
You've ever got 3 in a row.
Oh, 3 in a row for sure.
So I'm excited about this opportunity for you.
Oh, man, I don't know about movies.
Well, we'll take a shot.
And it's been, 3 years, right? Is that right, E? 3 years now?
2 plus.
Yeah, but 2 plus.
Yeah.
Okay. What 1996 film, directed by Cameron Crowe, stars Renee Zellweger and Cuba Gooding Jr.?
If only I knew who Renee Zellweger was.
She's the one that Prost don't like.
Yeah, that doesn't help much.
Yeah.
Who does?
You would recognize her, though. Bizarre.
You know this movie.
All right, so I'd be guessing.
I bet you've seen the movie.
What he's done is he's left out the star of the movie.
Okay.
Which would get So she was the love interest, and he might have won an Oscar for it, I think. Might have won an Oscar for his performance in this movie.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Oh,
So Cuba Gooding Jr.
That's not Radio, is it?
No, that's a good guess.
What's the where he was going underwater?
No. Think about that same sport.
That
same
was a good
sport.
one, too.
Think about that same sport that you first said.
Oh, then it's with the draft coming up. It's the Show Me the Money.
Yes.
Yes.
What's it? Show money.
No. Name. It's a name.
Yeah. Show Me the Money.
Yeah.
With Charlie Sheen.
No.
That's not Charlie Sheen?
No, it's Tom.
Tom Cruise?
Yes.
But
Come on, E.
I don't know the name.
You're very good, though. You're very close and all around.
Yes.
Jerry Maguire. That's it, Jerry Maguire.
Show me the money!
Congratulations, you're still my agent. Speaking of the mighty have fallen, Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah?
You know? He's gotten all those sexual harassment allegations that had come up against him. So.
Were those ever proven, or?
Do you see him in anything?
No.
Not so much.
Not since Snow Dogs. I've seen Snow.
Snow Dogs, a kids movie.
He killed in Snow Dogs.
Hey.
Oh my God.
Wasn't he in Snow Dogs?
Man, who you asking? I have no clue.
Was he in Snow Dogs or not? I don't know.
I don't know. I'll tell you a funny movie he was in. He played a NFL referee in a movie called Rat Race. I don't know if you remember it. He was hilarious in that.
Don't you ever mess with me. Cuba Gooding Jr., a Miami dentist who unexpectedly inherits a team of sled dogs. The movie is packed with laughs, colorful characters, and snowy conditions. Snow Dogs.
Okay. All right.
Haven't seen him since Snow Dogs.
What year did that movie come out?
I have no idea.
Okay. All right. Music.
Mellow!
Which British band released the hit song Yellow in 2000?
Oh, man.
Yeah, Yellow.
You both have heard of them, for sure. I don't know if Prost would get this or not.
Yellow.
How many is that a hit song?
Man, I couldn't tell you.
Yes.
Hey.
Huh?
Go ahead and play me Yellow real quick.
I don't know that it would help you then.
It may
you
not.
probably would.
It may not. British band. 2000. Yellow.
Feel like it'll be like a.
I don't know it. I don't
like
know.
a Maroon 5.
I think I could give you a hint. I'm pretty sure you're probably not going to get it then if you haven't gotten it by now,
I'm not
right?
getting it. Yeah, I'm taking the Yellow.
Okay, so I think now, and I may be wrong. Again, I'm going based on memory. I think that the lead singer at one time maybe was married to Gwyneth Paltrow.
Coldplay. I used to rule the world.
Yes.
That's my favorite song. I love that song. One of my favorite songs. But I don't know any other songs by Coldplay.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
Good job. Well, you didn't really get it.
Not really. No, it wasn't a good job.
No, you didn't.
It was a poor job. I want to hear.
Well, at least
E, give me some Yellow, man. I got to know if I know the song.
You absolutely know the song. I promise you do.
Okay.
Yes.
It better not be the same song I just was singing.
Yeah, may.
Because I would be really ticked then, because I love that song.
Yeah, it's some of those songs you really like and like, oh, that's the name of that song.
Oh, that's it. All right.
Yeah. History. Which U.S. president signed the Civil Rights Act of 1964 into law?
That would be LBJ, if it was 64.
It would be.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lyndon Baines Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Is this Yellow?
This is Yellow.
Hold on, let me see. Little guitar intro. I'm yellow. I'm so yellow.
I don't think I've ever heard this song.
Sometimes I get mellow.
Wait till the crescendo. You've heard of it. I'm sure you have.
He's a good fellow.
I see what you did there.
But now he's yellow. He's yellow.
Look at the stars.
Nope.
Look how they shine.
Yeah, I think I've heard this song. I've heard this song.
E, have you heard it?
Nope.
No?
Well, you know what? I can't believe. Well, I guess if it's 25 years old, that is possible.
No, but I'm familiar with Coldplay.
Yep. I think you would know it, though, like Johnny said, if you let it get a little farther in.
Mm-hmm. I think that it's sometime.
Is that song been in a movie?
You know, it might have been. Seems like it. I'm not sure which one, but I think you could be right.
Let me look. Featured in a movie? Yes. I knew it.
Okay.
Crazy Rich Asians.
I never saw that movie, actually.
Yeah. Okay. A Mandarin Chinese cover of the song sung by Catherine Ho was used in the 2018 film Crazy Rich Asians. Yep. Sure was. I still didn't know the name, though.
Okay. Idaho?
Idaho.
Okay. Sports. What Jamaican sprinter set world records in the 100 and 200 meters in the 2009 World Championships?
That's Usain, ain't it?
Yeah.
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 What a great name, right?
Guy was so fun to watch run.
Yes.
Man, that guy could run.
Really was.
Jeez.
All right. You know what? Let's do your audio clue. So, if you would do the honors, please.
I hope it's yellow. It's not yellow.
Let it marinate.
All right. Boom, 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 boom. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
Okay. So, you recognize the song, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Looking for the group. And you definitely know their other songs, too. They had...
I think it's... I'm going to guess. I might be wrong on this one, but I think it's Loverboy.
It is Loverboy. Yeah. Good job. And Pross would have not gotten that.
Yeah.
I contend.
Yeah. What's the name of that? What's the name of that song? Do we know?
When It's Over?
Yeah. Okay.
That was off the Get Lucky album.
Yes.
That had the guy crossing his fingers with behind him. Anyway, yes. Very good. Very good. I like how you went with that first instinct.
Yeah, I was a little like, gosh, I'm not sure, but it was Loverboy.
Okay. Food.
Glorious food.
Yes. What is the name of the popular Vietnamese soup made with broth, rice noodles, herbs, and meat?
Isn't that pho?
It is pho. Look at you.
Yeah, yeah.
You're having your greatest trivia performance ever.
That's right.
I mean, these are some good. Hey, these are some good answers, E.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah. And they're random categories too. So it's just showing
versatility.
Versatility, my boy.
That's exactly what I was going to say. You took the word right out of my mouth.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. You know what? This is a science question, because he's on a roll. No, I think he's going to get this. I would just want to see without any help. Okay.
All right.
What scale is used to measure the magnitude of earthquakes?
Oh, that's the.
Yeah.
I'm thinking barometric.
No.
I'm thinking Richter.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Richter scale. I had to think of the different scales.
Very good.
Yes. All right. Poetry.
Oh, no, I'm done.
No.
To be or not to be.
I once knew a girl
from Nantucket.
I know. Gosh. Oh, my goodness.
Is it a sonnet? Is it a limerick?
Dude.
Is it haiku?
Okay, well, all right. Well, okay. Let me go ahead and read the question now.
All right.
It's one of those. Okay, what is the term for a poem of 14 lines, often written in iambic pentameter and associated with Shakespeare?
Oh, is that a
We just said it.
Yeah, you just said it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, cool.
Nope.
The other one. What'd you say?
Sonnet.
The sonnet. Yeah, that's the sonnet.
Yes, it's a sonnet. Oh. Very good. This one you better get, too. Music.
Manilow!
What jazz musician is known for composing Take 5 and pioneering odd time signatures in jazz?
Oh, you always say this when we did the 5-pack.
Who is it?
That's right.
You say the ballads of quartet.
The late great.
That's right.
And the Take 5 quartet.
Yeah. I don't know the name.
Dave Brubeck.
Brubeck.
Yeah. Very nice. Okay. TV. What long-running reality show features entrepreneurs pitching their business ideas to a panel of wealthy investors?
Shark Tank.
Yeah. I mean, without a doubt, it's his greatest day in trivia history, and it's happening right here, right now.
It's happening on this hump day today.
Right.
I should just step back.
Yeah.
Let him handle it.
Right. And Prosper's not even here to witness it.
No, it's a shame.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's like, okay, there were some easy ones, but there were some that weren't easy. There were some that I don't think I wouldn't have got faux show.
5.
Full 5.
And by the way, there was no hesitation. It was like, boom, out comes the answer right after the question is asked.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Impressive.
And good guy. Yeah, he's done good.
Yes.
Got a couple more, Johnny. Then we're done.
Okay. Food.
Glorious food.
What popular Middle Eastern dip is made from mashed chickpeas, tahini, lemon juice, and garlic?
Oh, yeah. That's hummus, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's hummus.
Yeah.
You're just humming along.
See what you did there.
Mm-hmm. All right, this is for all the marbles, E.
Uh-oh.
All right,
hold on. Here's the question. Do we believe in E enough that we're willing to put some cash money on him getting this one right?
Straight cash, homie.
That's the question. In Vegas right now, we're putting it all down on Red 23.
What's the category?
Current events. And I say yes.
Okay.
All right.
This is it, E. This is for
it.
E. This should probably have some music accompaniment.
You should. That's right. There's a little.
This is a big one.
Yes. Okay. Which pop artist was among a group of 6 women aboard Blue Origin's New Shepard space flight last week?
Yeah, I talked about it.
Oh,
the singer.
That's
yeah.
Come on, E.
The ladies. Mm-hmm. It wasn't Miley Cyrus. It was
Nope.
Come on.
See her face.
Yeah. Short name.
Yeah, give me the question one more time.
Sure. Which pop artist was among a group of 6 women aboard Blue Origin's New Shepard space flight last week?
It's getting a little.
It's a layup, E. A layup.
Yeah.
You want me to give you a little hint? This probably won't help you.
Probably not.
Okay.
I lost
She was married to Russell Brand.
That ain't gonna help.
Okay.
E, this is why.
I blew the layup, bro.
E, this is why when I say, is it Young Joker? Is it? And you laugh at me. This is where I would respond to you as you miss out on
You're right.
on this question.
Blew the layup, bro.
And what if I give you initials? You think you can get it? KP?
Katy Perry.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's all right. Good job, E.
Dang.
Johnny, great job as always. Thank you, sir.
Boys, well done, E.
Yeah.
Great performance.
Yep.
All right. Have a great day.
You too. There he goes. Get smart, John. We're back with more here on The Drill.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Let the excitement of the game take you away.
Florida's back on top of the college basketball world championship madness.
Your home for play-by-play is 1010XL.
It's a great day to be a Gator.
All right, look, crazy times, right, in the economy. The stock market's up, the stock market's down. We got tariffs going around. I'm not sure what to make of it. I don't know what I'm thinking. So I call my guys at ITP Partners. You're darn right I do. And they settle me down and they get me going. And then I look and then things aren't as bad as they seem. And they know when to buy. They know when to sell. I can't thank them enough. Experience, expertise, knowledge. Those are the ITP Partners. That's Chris Bryan. That's Reed Wingate. That's Janice Cobb. That's Jeff Hartman. That's Dan Abel. That's Scott Regner. That's Reagan Wright. Those are the ITP Partners, man. And what they do is they sit down with each of us individually where our goals become their priority, man. Right? My goals aren't the same as my son Drew's or my daughter Danielle's, right? Get in the game, guys. ITP Partners always there to help. You need information? Chris at ITPPartners.com. Chris at ITPPartners.com or call 312-9751. They're ITP Partners, my financial partners for life.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes here with a challenge. A challenge might not be the best choice in words. So let's say an opportunity. Take the opportunity to lose 40 by the 4th with a Awaken 180. It sounds a little different when you put a real goal to it, doesn't it? Maybe you looked at the scale this morning and it read 230 pounds. How about it reading 190 by the 4th? Maybe the scale says 300. Wouldn't the number 260 be a little nicer on your eyes and on your joints? It's attainable if you have the same results we all had with Awaken 180. I dropped 40 pounds in 9 weeks. Hacker dropped his first 40 in just 6 weeks. Dempsey, Blue, and everyone else I know, same results. And we've kept it off. The best thing about Awaken 180 weight loss, it will completely change the way you think, see, and feel about food. The results are real, attainable, and the process simple with Awaken 180. Take the opportunity and drop 40 by the 4th. It all starts with just one call to Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Call 844-346-1800 or online at awaken180weightloss.com.
When you think of America, you think baseball, cookouts, military, and pride for our country. At Garber Auto Mall, we're proud to carry every American-made truck at one location. Ford, Chevy, GMC, Ram, and Jeep. With the largest inventory selection in North Florida, you can shop with one salesperson. Garber Auto Mall is proud to support our country, our military, and our community. Visit us in Green Cove Springs or at GarberAutomall.com. Garber Auto Mall. Proud to be American.
This is the Mangler. Years of playing football coupled with lifestyle left my feet mangled with neuropathy. I was experiencing burning, tingling, and numbness. I spoke with 2 foot specialists and they told me there was no cure. They were wrong. I found Dr. Nate Riddle in Ponte Vedra. After utilizing his neuropathy treatment for only 2 weeks, I noticed a difference in my feet. I was regaining my feeling and balance. If you want relief from nerve pain, call Dr. Nate for a free consultation at Riddle Wellness, 904-395-5598.
Right now, they're on their way to disrupt your life, make you uncomfortable, and rob you. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. That's right. Summer heat and humidity are about to attack North Florida again. You know what to do. Call Mike Merritt. Mike Merritt's Heating and Air has a license to chill. When heat and humidity are attacking you, Mike Merritt provides a comfortable chill at a bargain price. Mike has been keeping North Florida comfortable for 30 years. Mike Merritt technicians are never paid commissions, meaning you'll never be pressured to buy something you don't need. And Mike Merritt knows cooling issues can arise anytime. They don't just happen during business hours. So Mike Merritt never charges overtime fees. When you need us, we're here for you. Remember, in the fight against heat and humidity, Mike Merritt has a license to chill. Visit merrittair.com. Florida license number CACO 50384.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwood. What is a gemologist?
Frank, that's a good question because gemologist is a generic title that can be used by anyone, whether they have any gemological training or not. There's also a graduate gemologist, which is somebody that's taken the gemology courses of the Gemological Institute of America and received a diploma. Then there's a certified gemologist of the American Gem Society. They've received the graduate gemologist diploma, have worked in the jewelry business for a minimum of 3 years, and are tested by examination once a year to re-win the certified gemologist title. There's one other aspect that certified gemologists have that others might or might not have, and that's the accredited gemological equipment to be able to make the right grading calls on diamonds and other gemstones. At Underwoods, we have an American Gem Society accredited gem laboratory that our certified gemologists work in, assuring you the quality and value you deserve.
That's Underwoods, Florida's longest-standing member of the American Gem Society in San Marco, Avondale, the shops of Ponte Vedra, Underwood Jewelers.
For your chance to win 4-day weekend VIP passes to the Welcome to Rockville Festival in Daytona Beach, May 15th to the 18th. Text the word ROCK to the 1010XL text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures at 641-1010.
Life is about choices and the decisions you make. I'm David Robbins with Epstein & Robbins. If you're convicted of a DUI, you'll have to face severe consequences. Walking through the doors of the courthouse or appearing at a bond hearing can be extremely intimidating. Without the right lawyer, you're likely to make the wrong decision. Let our team help you make the right decisions in court. Epstein & Robbins, the right choice.
Epstein & Robbins, fighting for your rights since 1975.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Brought to you by
Advanced Business Solutions.
your local authorized Xerox dealer on 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it.
All right. Sports concepts and rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out a prize pack. He says it's razzle dazzle. Either saying you're intangibly rich in trivia today.
Oh, yeah.
Dan acting pleasantly surprised he got Katy Perry after giving him KP. Come on, man.
Could have been Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, could have been. Could have been. Still a good day. Kill it. E, what's our razzle dazzle today?
Oh, we got UB40.
Heck yeah, we do.
They're going to be at the St. Augustine Amphitheater on Saturday, August 23rd, but one lucky winner can wear a pair of tickets at the end of the 10-minute drill.
Be a lucky winner, man. Be a lucky winner. As we welcome you back, we go over a bunch of things. Obviously, we're all high talented for the draft. Flying in towards the draft. Looking forward to the draft. What will happen? How will it break down? We're at the end of the road here finally, which is a good thing, right? I mean, it's a good thing we're at the end of the line here, and you know, Peter Schrager has put out his mock, okay, and he is now at ESPN, and he does a final mock, and he's pretty good. He only does one mock draft, and he does it based on. It isn't what I would do if I were the general manager. It's how I'd sort through the top 32 picks based on what I'm hearing from my sources around the league. So in other words, he's telling you what he thinks is going to happen from the information that he's gotten. Okay? So this is like I've been digging in, I've been talking to scouts and GMs, and this is what I'm hearing. I think everybody knows that Tennessee's taking Cam Ward. I think a lot of people know that the Browns are taking Travis Hunter unless they trade. Okay? I think a lot of people feel like the Giants are taking Abdul Carter unless they trade. I think a lot of people think the Patriots are taking Will Campbell. He's smart, tough, dependable, and a leader in a position of great need. He might not be built like a Hall of Famer Orlando Pace, but the Patriots will be getting a day one starter and a culture guy on their offensive line. Then the draft starts. Number 5, Jacksonville Jaguars. Peter Schrager, mock pick. General manager James Gladstone won't be timid in his debut draft, and new coach Liam Cohen is an offensive mastermind looking for playmakers. Jeanty is everything they could ever want in a pick. Ashton Jeanty. How about that? 6, he then has the Raiders taking Armand Membu. The best physical traits of any tackle in this class. And he's got the Jets going with Tyler Warren. I've been hearing Warren to the Jets for a few weeks. And he's got Carolina taking Jalen Walker, a coach's son. He's from Carolina. Then he's got the Saints taking Michael Williams from Georgia. I don't see Shidor Sanders as the pick here, despite all the assumptions when the Carr injury news trickled out earlier this month. Instead, I see the Saints with one of the early wow picks of round one, grabbing an elite defender. Then he's got a trade. The Colts moving up with the Bears and taking Colston Loveland, the tight end from Michigan. He's got the Niners taking Walter Nolan. I'd be shocked if Nolan fell out of the top 15. That's different, right? Walter Nolan, we've heard different things about him, but you generally see him mocked at the bottom of the first round.
Yeah, that's a little different.
Yep. He's got the Cowboys going Tyler Booker, guard from Alabama. He's got the Dolphins then taking Mason Graham, 13th. Graham has been viewed as a likely top 5 pick for the past few months. This is Peter Schrager, by the way. And he could still go there. If he falls to number 11, this is a nice win for Miami, who could be getting a day one culture changer and a can't-miss prospect at number 13. Wow.
Can't-miss prospect.
Yeah.
I like those words.
Yeah, I like those too. Then he's got the Bears taking Kelvin Banks. He says Banks could end up going before Membu as the top tackle in this class. He has a better tape and is more consistent. Why wouldn't you take that guy over Membu? If the Bears trade back and get him, that's a major win. He's like the Falcons taking Jihad Campbell from Alabama. Arizona taking Jahdae Barron from Texas, a corner. The Bengals taking an edge rusher because they might be losing Trey Hendrickson. Mike Green from Marshall. Gray Zabel goes to the Seahawks. Tet McMillan, 19th to the Bucs. Here's what he says. The all-world athlete would be the perfect addition to a wide receiver room with a mix of veterans and young players. Bucs love Evans and Godwin, and Jalen McMillan is coming off a solid rookie year. Another McMillan. McMillan would be the perfect student for the veterans to teach. That's what he says. Tet McMillan, 19th. Egbuka, 20th. Emeka Egbuka.
That's my receiver, right?
We were kind of hoping he'd be 36. Pittsburgh then with Shidor Sanders, 21. I know Sanders had a good meeting in Pittsburgh. I also know the Steelers still don't have a QB1 on their roster. This might be viewed as a slip down the board for Sanders. He could go anywhere from number 3 to the Giants to the second round. Going to Pittsburgh here as second quarterback in the class wouldn't be so bad. So no Jackson Dart, which is surprising. He's got the Chargers taking Michigan man Kenneth Grant, the big defensive tackle. He's got the Packers going wide receiver Matthew Golden. He's got the Vikings going running back Omarion Hampton. He's got the Texans getting an offensive lineman. They changed their whole offensive line. They traded Laramie Tunsil. He's got Donovan Jackson going there. He's got the Giants making a trade to move up with the Rams and take Jackson Dart. If the draft falls this way, the Rams would be okay with this. He's got the Ravens taking Josh Simmons, the offensive tackle from Ohio State, who some people say is the best tackle in the draft, but had a bad injury, a torn patellar tendon in October. Figured he'd go to the Ravens. Then here's another faller. Detroit Lions taking Will Johnson. Remember? We talked about him falling the other day. These are guys with red flags, be it injury, character, right?
Yep.
Josh Simmons, Will Johnson. Again, this is Peter Schrager, who's pretty good at this. He's got the Commanders taking Shamar Stewart. He's that edge guy from Texas A&M. Buffalo taking Malachi Stark, safety from Georgia. That'd be your third Georgia Bulldog on defense to go. And then Kansas City taking James Pierce, another guy who...
Red flag.
Ton of upside, but, man, they got a lot of, character issues. Philly taking Maxwell Hairston, the corner from Kentucky. There you have it. Peter Schrager, mock draft, Ashton Jeanty to the Jags. E, you good with that?
I'm okay with it.
Man, he better be great.
Yeah, I know.
He better be great.
Is it feeling like Leonard Fournette to you?
No, he's different. I think Ashton Jeanty is intangibly rich, by the way. Don't you?
Absolutely.
He's got all the positives,
Good character,
all the attributes.
Yeah. Talented.
Confident, but not too cocky. He looks to me like, let me ask you something.
And then I'm going to ask you something.
All right. If Ashton Jeanty scored a touchdown, what would he do?
Hand the ball to the ref.
Don't you think that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember. Is that what he did at Boise?
I don't know.
I get the feeling that Ashton Jeanty would just flip the ball to the ref.
Didn't he have a fullback that did all the dancing for him?
He may have.
I think so.
I don't know.
So, and here's my question to you.
Okay.
Is Ashton Jeanty a dog?
I think he is a dog.
Okay.
I think he is a dog.
All right.
We need dogs.
Dude.
Me and E are big on the dogs.
Yeah, we don't need no meow. No. We don't need no cats.
We need the dogs. So I like this. I like what Schrager does. He waits. He gathers his information. He puts out the mock draft that the way he's hearing it's going to go. Okay, so this is one where you want to see how many this guy gets right. Okay, is this guy going to get, half of them right? Usually they get anywhere from like 8 to 12 right. Sometimes they'll get the spots right, but the team's wrong because of trades and such. The one thing you can sell me on with, and again, I said this earlier in the program in terms of the draft and in terms of I'm not like dead set against any of the guys that I hear. Although I've lost, I would not take Tet McMillan at 5, and I don't know if I would take him at 10. Quite honestly, with all due respect to all his great athletic ability, I don't love football. Oof. Do you love football? No, I don't. What did he say? What was the line? Let me get it right. Exact quote. When asked if he liked football, no, not at all. Ugh. Ugh. I don't ever need to watch film by myself because we go over it as a receiver group. Ugh. Can't get away with that in the league, can you?
Sir, it's the ultimate equalizer, my boy.
Let me tell you something. I'll tell you this story from 1996. And you're Jacksonville Jaguar executive vice president. And me and Tony used to do a live shot once a week. He would come on the show live with us from his house. We'd hang out at his house. And we did a couple times where we did film study. And he would show me how he studied film. That's the EVP. That's the Hall of Famer. And sometimes coaches, I remember this with TC. These are experienced stories that some of you young guys may not know, but these are experienced stories. And I distinctly remember TC, the head coach, getting on the phone with a guy named R.J. Soward, who they just drafted, and telling him, we're not going to have any of that junk that you had over there in California, right? And sometimes coaches think they can coach the bad out of the player.
Right.
That's a mistake. And it's an ego thing. It's a confidence thing. It's a belief thing. I'll get him to play right.
Right.
No,
I can fix him.
Yeah, no, you can't. You couldn't fix R.J. Soward. We just saw with Justin Blackman. They can't fix Justin Blackman. You can't fix certain guys. And if you don't love the game, if you're not all in. I mean, I heard this guy Gladstone tell me all in. All in. You got to be all in.
So
and I know film study is important to Tony Baselli.
Yeah,
I lived
you witnessed it. Yeah.
I witnessed it. I'm just telling you guys. I can't. That'll be interesting.
So, Dano, I did a little bit of research.
Okay.
I'm watching.
This is all because of your trivia performance.
That's right.
You're hot right
I'm
now.
hot,
So you're like, yeah.
I'm looking at Ashton Jeanty's 2024 highlight package.
Okay.
And as he scores,
yes,
he's like a LaDainian Tomlinson type. He kind of like throws the ball in the air.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't spike her, and he'll just like throw it or just drop it off. But there's been a few times he'll toss it to the ref.
Yeah.
So he's not doing anything too crazy.
I just get that feeling with that kid, right?
Yeah. He'll just kind of drop the ball off or toss it to the ref. So, nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
He's not Ocho Cinco once he get in that square.
Right. And by the way, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Towards the end of the season, he was doing a couple of Heisman poses.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I don't think there's anything wrong with celebrating touchdowns and such, but there's something, I don't know, romantic, something, again, Barry Sanders, right?
Right.
He's the ultimate, right? I don't think Emmett was that big on touchdown celebrations.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah. I kind of dig that.
I like that. The showmanship of after you score a touchdown. Let me see what you got. You worked all week to get in that touchdown, man. Do something.
Yeah. I'll tell you this much. I'll go so far as this. If I were the Jaguars, in charge of the Jaguars, and I was trading back and I was looking at the receiver, I would take the tight end from Penn State over the receiver.
After reading that, I agree.
Yeah.
I would do the same.
I would do the same. Because I know what Liam Cohen, I'm sure Liam Cohen's an offensive guy. Liam Cohen, man, he wants. And by the way, I'm still not shutting the door on Mason Graham. I know that a lot of people are. And I know you definitely get much more excited about a running back, right? I mean, you just do. It's natural. It's as a fan in you get more excited. It might not be what's best for the franchise, though. So until they mess up or until they show that they're not good at it, I feel that it's important to give the new regime the benefit of the doubt and trust them. Don't you? I mean,
absolutely.
You want to buy into them. We're way over. I got to take a break. This is the Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
It's more than running down stats and catching scores.
We have a brotherhood in here that we worked all year with that we don't want to let down.
Go inside the locker room with Jacksonville Sports Radio. 1010XL.
It's here. Beard's Diamond's first ever massive sale on all diamond stud earrings and all tennis bracelets. Now through Sunday at 4 p.m. Save 20%, 30%, even 40%. Beautiful diamond stud earrings and gorgeous diamond tennis bracelets. Perfect for any occasion. Take advantage of huge markdowns. Best prices ever. Corporate-owned big box stores could never offer this extreme value, but locally owned Beards can. And it's happening now through Sunday. Up to 40% off. Beards Diamond, St. John's Town Center. Shop local. Shop Beards.
Mia here. I've got a question for you. Have you ever wondered why buy from Arlington Toyota? I'll tell you why. How about over 800 vehicles in one location? Or how about this reason why? 60-day exchange. That's 60 days to love your new purchase or exchange it. You'll even get Arlington's lifetime warranty with your new Toyota purchase. Why buy from Arlington? Because right now you can get financing as low as 0% on select new models. Shop in person on Atlantic Boulevard or online at arlingtontoyota.com.
Hey, gang, you know what spring means in the real estate biz. It's selling season. Spring selling season is here. Rates are down. Activity is up. Now is the best time in years to sell your home. That's what my friends Chad and Sandy Newman are telling me, and they want to let you know that they are there for you to make your home selling experience unbelievably easy and make it hit your target right on the nose. You can guarantee it before the process starts. More on that in a second. Hiring experts that can maximize equity and minimize hassle, that's the key. Whether you want guaranteed no-hassle home sell or you worried you need repairs or it won't sell for a good price, wrong, and wrong. You see, Chad and Sandy make you this guarantee. Your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline or they will buy it. That's why they're the local real estate experts I trust and recommend with no required costly repairs, and you can pick your move date. Go to chadandsandy.com right now and set your appointment. That's chadandsandy.com or call them at 904-414-6200. Call Chad and Sandy today.
Are you thinking about a pool for your home? Blue Haven Pools is Jacksonville's largest pool builder. They've built pools for over 20,000 satisfied families since 2000. It's never been easier to design the perfect pool for your home, family, and budget. Call Blue Haven Pools today at 904-620-0090 to get a free in-home estimate for your in-ground pool, or visit bluehaven.com. Don't let another summer pass by without a pool. Join thousands of happy Jacksonville pool owners in a Blue Haven pool.
The Franzi Show will recap the Jags draft picks live at Mr. Chubby's Wings Friday from 4 to 6. Join us for 2-for-1 pints and pitchers or $3 wines and wells this Friday at Mr. Chubby's in Ponte Vedra.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beachurst here, second-generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beachurst Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do and plumbing is what we're great at. Beachurst Plumbing, here to help.
It's heating up at Ride Now Jacksonville. Get water adventure ready with the 2024 Yamaha AR195 boat. With its supercharged engine, innovative design, and water sports features, the Yamaha AR195 is ready for anything you throw at it. Originally $46,000, now just $36,000. Oversized in-floor storage for wakeboards and extra gear. Deck and hull design that maximizes space, comfort, and versatility like no other 19-foot boat. Ride Now Jacksonville on Blanding Boulevard. We'll meet or beat any price on all 2024 and prior models.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyoublow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Out here, you'll find a community of hardworking creators with loyal followers, along with proud moments worth sharing. And farm to table, well, that's just supper. And whether it's a raised garden bed, acres of land, or something for your animals, we've got all the supplies and are happy to share a little know-how.
Welcome to Tractor Supply. Into life out here.
Grow your hair back. IHRS offers the latest technology in hair transplants and restorative treatments.
Fast, easy, and effective.
With over 35 years experience, our team is committed to delivering exceptional results. Hair restoration is for us, and it can be for you too.
See how IHRS technology can grow your hair back. Go to hairforme.com or call 904-777-IHRS, 777-4477 for $250 off.
I'm Liz Gruby, the Jacksonville Business Journal's events director, and on May 15th, we're shining a spotlight on young professionals who are boldly leading the way in business and making our major impact in our community. I'd love for you to join us for our 40 Under 40 Awards as we celebrate these up-and-comers and their achievements. Don't miss this inspiring afternoon of networking and celebration. Tickets are going fast. You have to get them before May 6th. And for more information and tickets, visit jbjevents.com.
This is Molly McDonald with your 1010XL Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Local Sports Update, brought to you by Awaken 180. It's playoff time here in Jacksonville down at the 5-Star Veterans Memorial Arena as the Jacksonville Icemen host the Florida Everblades for Game 3 of Round 1 of the Kelly Cup playoffs. The Everblades currently lead the series 2-0. The Icemen will look to redeem themselves as the Everblades have knocked them out of the playoffs for 3 consecutive seasons. Puck drop will be tonight at 7 o'clock. More playoffs continue up in Boston as the Orlando Magic enter Game 2 of the first round of the NBA playoffs against the Boston Celtics, with the Celtics leading the series 1-0 after their victory last Sunday. Injury updates for tonight's game include Celtics star Jason Tatum, who is listed as questionable due to a wrist injury he suffered from Game 1. Tip-off will be tonight at 7 o'clock at the TD Garden. It's 67 degrees at 8:16 time and temp, brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
Did you know the Jags have selected players from 112 different schools in the NFL draft? And guess what school's number one in terms of the most players? The University of Florida. 13 players. Look, some great. Freddie T, Some good. Reggie Nelson, some not so good. C.J. Anderson, Derek Harvey. LSU and SC are second with 8 each, and FSU, don't feel bad. You got 7 players selected by the Jacksonville Jaguars, the most all-time, 112 different schools. And that's your Duval Minute. There, Lift Power always looking to draft folks, right? Lift Power always on the lookout. Lift Power, a great company. You experience lift truck and dock and door technicians, benefits, 401k, company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. Man, Lift Power, year in and year out, voted one of the best places to work in all of Jacksonville. Lift Power does it all. Been around for a long time. More than 50 years in the industry. Family-owned and operated. Scream stability. Listen, you want to find out more? Thinking about a job change? All you got to do is go to liftpower.com. That's liftpower.com. Welcome back.
Do you ever feel like a plastic bag?
Katy Perry.
Yeah. Gotta get Katie involved in the programming today.
I want Yellow.
And I listened to more of Yellow.
Nah.
No, I ain't never heard that song before.
No, I have. Yeah, I saw this yesterday. This goes out to Kentucky Jeff.
Okay.
And I don't know if these numbers are accurate, but Kentucky, in its player procurement, they got Florida's backup guard, Denzel Aberdeen. Rumored to be $2 million.
Oof.
They got a kid from Alabama, Diabate, rumored to be $2 million. They got a kid from Purdue, $3 million. A kid from Arizona State, $3.5 million. Another Kentucky kid, $3.5 million. The rumor is, per these sources, that they have spent $20 million for their roster next year.
Ooh.
Yeah, $20 million.
And I hope they don't fix this before Gritty gets to college, man. Like this NIL thing.
Well,
let Gritty get a piece of that.
You better be good. But
right?
yeah. I mean, why not? Gritty's going to have to get some size, though, if he wants to hoop.
Oh, he a footballer.
Yeah. But football's fine. They pay for that one, too.
They pay good there, too.
They pay good money for that one. Anyway, that is incredulous.
Whew.
$3.5 million, $3.5 million, $3 million, $2 million, $2 million, $1.5 million, $1.5 million, $1 million, $1 million.
That's crazy.
That's 9 guys. That alone, 10.5, 12.5, 14.5, 15.5, 16, 17.5, 18.5. That's $19.5 million just for those.
That better be a national championship team.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like it's natty or bust.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you can't just go to the Sweet 16.
No.
So anyway, I thought that was interesting. Last minute draft buzz from the reporters. Some of it is good. Some of it is no duh. For example, quarterbacks. We all know who's going number 1. Nobody's sure about Shidor Sanders. He's definitely a wild card. A lot of people keep going Pittsburgh at 21. So, but would it shock you if a quarterback needy team like, I don't know, like Cleveland, who has a few extra picks, traded around to get him? You know? I mean, who's Cleveland's quarterbacks right now?
Right.
Flacco?
Flacco.
Yeah. Right? And who's their other one?
They haven't released Deshaun yet, have they?
No, they have one more. What's the other guy's name? I can't.
Is it Dorian?
No.
Stam?
No. I'm blanking. They got somebody else. It's Pickett.
Right.
Pickett.
Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, Flacco and Pickett. Would you add Shidor to that mix?
Yep.
Not with the second pick. Now you get Travis Hunter and you get Shidor.
Oh yeah, if you could get him in the second with your second pick, not second overall.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could get if you could pair Shidor and Travis.
Yeah.
You might have something in Cleveland.
Yeah. That was something to think about. The word is Giants coach Brian Daboll prefers Dart over Sanders. Maybe the Giants will move around to get Jackson Dart. Maybe the Steelers will surprise us. What about Jalen Milroe? Where is he going to end up? I'm not big on Jalen Milroe, but in terms of developing, he might be a guy.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have to play him right away, you could use some, need him to run. But again, if you're the Steelers, why would you want Jalen Milroe? You just got Justin Fields. I mean, it's the same. Justin Fields is a better version of Jalen Milroe right now. So, anyway, the good news is we don't need a quarterback, so I don't care. But again, all these guys keep saying things get interesting at number 5. Multiple teams picking in the top 10 are under the impression Jacksonville could go offense there. Ashton Jeanty is on the Jaguars' radar as the best offensive player available at that spot. Wide receiver isn't off the table for Jacksonville. It is for Dan Hicken. That would be go against everything that you just told us if they picked that kid. Everything that they just laid out in front of us. And they turn around and take this guy who says, I don't like football at all. It would be shocking. Shocking. Murph's here. Murph's in the house.
Murph.
What's up, Murph?
What up, ET? Hey, Dan.
How you doing, Murph?
It's
there
happy Draftmas Eve.
Oh, you got some notes?
A little bit, here and there.
You working?
I've been trying to a little bit. Slow.
You got a busy. You got you're going to do a series this week, a baseball series too.
Got the Mets and the Nationals in the nation's capital. Watched some good baseball last night. Trinity Christian.
Oh, did you go?
Advanced, won a series.
They hammered them,
which is new.
Yeah,
it was. They won the first game Monday night 3-2. Which
that was tight, right?
Which was a good ball game. Yeah, I think
they throw a crafty lefty or who?
Lefty who didn't get the start for who were they playing?
Was it McClay?
McClay,
yeah,
exactly. And then what? Aaron Watson, right? The ringer who was
Stud.
in there. Yeah, he said the last pitch he threw to finish the game on a strikeout was 97. I think they got him out. Just went back, grabbed
at the end
one
of the game.
Yeah, at the end. Probably had to be 96.
I watched Providence Episcopal. Episcopal has a left-hander, Dom DiLoretto, and 92 in the 7th.
Yeah, heard he grabbed 13.
Going to Northwestern,
13 strikeouts.
13 Ks, and then they got eliminated last night. Ooh, the Stallion season comes to an end.
Yeah.
Better get the Murphy boys hitting. We need some hitters over there at P-Town.
A little bit. All right. Well, we were watching on the Game Changer, the Providence Episcopal game. Like Providence had a chance. Bases loaded last night. Nobody out. May have hit into a 1-2-3 double play and then a strikeout.
That's tough.
Because it was tight. It was. They went up.
They got
Providence did.
Yeah.
And then 3-2.
They didn't cash in on their opportunities early. They were hitting the ball. I think they had like 6 hits and 1 run.
Okay.
And so I didn't go to the game last night. I went to the night before, but that was to Episcopal's credit. And I'll tell you, in the game before, in good baseball, leadoff walk, we pinch hit the kid who bunts best on your team.
Yeah.
He lays one down beautifully.
Mm-hmm.
They go to first to get the out. Kid running, though. Third baseman comes in. He keeps going.
Does he? Just right.
He keeps going. Now, Episcopal says, all right, well, we're going to get him at third. Pitcher's got to get over there. He's getting over there. High throw. Misses it. I'm thinking from where I'm standing, and you know where we stand a lot to watch those games. You can't really see over there in left field. So I'm thinking, all right, tie game. Here he comes. He never came. What happened? Left fielder, great backup.
That's good ball.
Good ball. That's good ball right there. That's good hustle. I like that.
So held him up, and he ended up
held
not
him up.
cashing
Then
him
we
in.
strike out the next 2. Game over. Tough loss.
Yeah.
Got to put the bat on the ball, baby.
Accuracy.
Yeah. So anyway, but good high school baseball all around.
Yeah.
Got a couple emails about the best of 3. I know Johnny Murphy loves the best of 3. I know he's all about it, and that's cool. But it's one of the negatives, I guess, is logistics.
Yeah, I think is not Bozeman and Bowles going to experience that now. Bowles go out there and split.
They split.
I think they split.
Bozeman's got to come
now
back.
Bozeman, I think. Now, I could be wrong.
No, you're not wrong.
I think, and so
if they split, you're not wrong. Fletcher goes to Pensacola today.
Okay.
So you split with Pensacola out there. If you do, they all come back here.
Yeah. Okay, so this is for next week then?
It starts today, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't know. Will they play? I guess they play Friday or Saturday, maybe.
Because I thought the setup had been Monday, Tuesday.
It's different for the different
for
classes.
each one. Yeah, okay, for each class.
Yeah.
So you had an option if the teams agreed to it to play a doubleheader.
Yes,
I think.
I think
for the home team.
UC played a doubleheader.
Yes, they did play a double dip, but not. I mean, if I was the home team, I wouldn't necessarily want to do that.
No.
I think, and talking to Jonathan last night after the game, after Trinity won, that the state may need to just mandate this is going to be a doubleheader to compress it a little bit, because he's talking about some of these. If you're in public school and you go and you're going to say it's a 5 or 6 hour drive, to drive day of Monday is a choice.
Yes.
Maybe you want to get in early. So Sunday night would be, you're talking about hotel rooms.
Well, in public school, finances matter.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
You
so
have to turn
bus,
that into the state.
Hotel. Yeah.
And so
who's picking that up?
And so I'm wondering if these double headers will be more mandated than they will be. We're going to negotiate whether to play it, because if you to come and spend that much money on buses and hotels, it's a lot. I mean, it's stretching the postseason out.
Yeah,
I mean, it's going to be 3 full weeks before we get to the Final Four.
Final Four, right?
Now, I feel like you'll have close to, if not the 4 best teams in each classification.
100%,
because they're going to have to win 3 series to get there.
So, is it Episcopal Trinity next?
Episcopal Trinity next week.
All right.
Local matchup.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, we'll be good.
All right. Let's do this. We'll grab a break because we're over. We got Daniel Murphy. It's the Murphy Power Hour and more right here on The Drill.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Get more horsepower under the hood.
Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing drivers.
This Sunday at Talladega. NASCAR is tuned up by Maxie's Mechanics on Jacksonville's NASCAR station, 1010XL.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes here with a challenge. A challenge might not be the best choice in words, so let's say an opportunity. Take the opportunity to lose 40 by the 4th with a wake in 180. It sounds a little different when you put a real goal to it, doesn't it? Maybe you looked at the scale this morning and it read 230 pounds. How about it reading 190 by the 4th? Maybe the scale says 300. Wouldn't the number 260 be a little nicer on your eyes and on your joints? It's attainable if you have the same results we all had with a wake in 180. I dropped 40 pounds in 9 weeks. Hacker dropped his first 40 in just 6 weeks. Dempsey, Blue, and everyone else I know, same results. And we've kept it off. The best thing about a wake in 180 weight loss, it will completely change the way you think, see, and feel about food. The results are real, attainable, and the process simple with a wake in 180. Take the opportunity and drop 40 by the 4th. It all starts with just one call to Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Call 844-346-1800 or online at awaken180weightloss.com.
When you think of America, you think baseball, cookouts, military, and pride for our country. At Garber Auto Mall, we're proud to carry every American-made truck at one location. Ford, Chevy, GMC, Ram, and Jeep. With the largest inventory selection in North Florida, you can shop with one salesperson. Garber Auto Mall is proud to support our country, our military, and our community. Visit us in Green Cove Springs or at GarberAutomall.com. Garber Auto Mall. Proud to be American.
Tired of seeing the signs of aging? Spring is here, a time to renew. I'm Dr. Mark Capel, a board-certified dermatologist, here to help you look and feel your best with minimal to no downtime. Rejuvenate your skin, strengthen your core, and sculpt your body with advanced face and body treatments designed to restore your youthful glow and confidence. Just in time for spring and summer. A healthier, more fit you starts now. Visit Dermagnify.com and step into spring looking and feeling your best.
It's here, Diamonds Direct's annual spring sale. Take an extra 20% off our already renowned prices. Plus, book an appointment and get an additional $100 off your purchase. That's 20% off plus $100 off store-wide. Explore an expanded selection of trending engagement ring settings, his and hers wedding bands, must-have fine jewelry, and more. But hurry, this limited-time sale ends April 27th, and we're even open this Sunday. Don't miss out. Visit DiamondsDirect.com for details.
When you need a mechanic you can trust, call Sam, Harry, or Joe at AA Automotive on Richard Street. From oil changes to complex engine repairs, AA Automotive promises expert service and honest pricing from a local family biz. AA Automotive on Richard Street.
Take a radio boat ride with Captain Cabot on the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show. Wheeled in by the Pest Pros at Royal Pest Services and Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010XL AM.
Hello, I'm attorney Malcolm Anthony. Being charged with domestic violence can turn your life upside down. If you're in trouble, call me, Malcolm Anthony, at 285-4LAW. That's 285-4LAW.
Need fresh and flavorful lunch? Chicken Salad Chick has scratch-made Southern-style chicken salad in every bite. It's quick and delicious, so why wait? Come taste the best chicken salad today at Town Center, Durbin Park, or Butler Point at Chicken Salad Chick.
Interested in a unique date night? Gibby here. I took my wife Nikki to Wick a Candle Bar. She made her own custom candle right there in the store. Shop local at Wick a Candle Bar. Locations in San Marco and Jax Beach.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey man, what's that noise?
Do you hear it too? You can hear it, right?
Yeah, it's your air conditioner. It's like a grinding or a rattling.
And it's getting on your nerves, right? Like it's eating at your brain and you can't think straight? But it just keeps grinding and squeaking and taunting and nagging. You're not good enough. You're a failure. Why can't you be more like your sister, the lawyer?
Yeah, I don't hear that last part so much.
Yeah, but it's not cool, right, Jason?
It could definitely be cooler. At Bueller Air and Plumbing, we can totally repair whatever that noise is and get your AC working smoothly and silently. We fix these things all the time.
So I won't be a failure?
Life should be enjoyed. If some irritating, broken air conditioner is making you crazy, you could miss it.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Doctor available to you any day, anytime. That's my doctor, Rick Townsend. Doc T said, Hick, I'm going into concierge medicine. I said, Doc, what's concierge medicine? He said, less patients can practice medicine more. I go, how's that work? He goes, well, like say you're not feeling well. I can't get an appointment. Well, you're not feeling well with concierge medicine, you come in and see me right away. I like that. Medical emergency, here's my number. Call me. I'll get right back to you 7 days a week, 24/7. It's like kind of being a member of an exclusive golf club, but the cost may surprise you, right? As far as doctors, Townsend's the best. Navy trained, graduated from Wake Forest, been in our community forever. So if it's yearly physicals, office or virtual visits, cancer screenings, referrals to specialists, basically he does it all. Doc T's got you covered. So, all right, if I pique your interest, go to mypvconcierge.com. Got a pricing plan. It's real easy to figure out. MyPVConcierge.com. Have all your answers right there, and you'll be glad you did. Check them out.
It's Work Zone Awareness Week, Florida. Every year, lives are lost in work zones because of speeding and distractions. When you see orange cones, remember, slow down, follow the signs, and stay focused. Workers are counting on you to get home safely, and so are their families. Let's work together to prevent accidents and save lives. A safety reminder from the Florida Department of Transportation. Slow your roll. Safety's the goal.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Welcome to the Daniel Murphy Power Hour.
Meet the Mets. Meet the Mets. That ball's well hit to right. I mean, really well hit to right. That ball is gone. Daniel Murphy has struck again. Daniel Murphy has homered for the 5th straight postseason game.
Presented by ITP Partners on 1010XL.
Oh,
come on, sugar.
Little narco.
Come on, sugar.
He makes me nervous still. Every time he comes out.
He's going to let the tie and run get to the plate, that's for sure.
Every time.
But it's the entertainment industry. Closer's going to let the tie and run get to the plate.
I mean, Monday night, 5-1.
Crack the homer, right?
Three-run shot. And then I strike out Turner Harper.
Yeah. Who did, Oof. I was listening. It wasn't Jeff. Was he saying that they were going to lose that game anyway? Or no, I was listening to a Mets broadcast. It wasn't Prosser. It was Rico Bronya. He does.
Okay.
Have you seen it? And so he was saying he was never worried when the Braves or when the Philly hit the 3-run homer. They were only down 1 with Turner. And I was like, I'd be worried.
It's
like they only had 2 more outs.
Yeah.
Tying runs at the plate with a couple of ringers coming up.
I'm very worried. In fact, I'll just put it this way. Click.
Yeah. Full panic. Next. Would you go to the Knicks? Try to bring them, resuscitate
I was trying
them
to bring
back
the Knicks back. That couldn't happen either. But I went click.
All right.
And then the youngster was like, he's like, I'm like, what? And he's like, you don't want to know. And I'm like, 5'4"? Yes, but 2 outs. You go, put it on. He goes, it's 0-2. Do you really want to put it on? No.
Just tell me
because he got Harper on 3 straight. 3 straight sliders, I think, down low. I mean, and it's so he looks like to win those 2 games for the Mets is great because they got Zach Wheeler today in an afternoon tilt. So you want,
There ain't nothing as fun as a bonus game. Well, is it a 4-game set, though?
No.
Oh, it's the 3-game. They're off tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love a good bonus game.
And then are you doing all 4?
All 4 wraparound series.
Why is it a Monday? That happens.
So it doesn't happen often.
Yeah.
But sometimes you'll run a 4-game set. And it's interesting you mention it because as infrequent as it was very strange to wake up in a hotel room on a Monday for a day game. Because every Sunday it's like, you get up, you pack your stuff, you take it down to the bus, do chapel, go play a ball game, hit a new city.
Right.
But then you come back to the same hotel and you're like, I'm not supposed to. We did it in St. Louis one year.
They have a weird little run here. They go, speaking of travel and such, they go, all right, so you go day off tomorrow, which is good because they haven't had one a bit, down to Washington for 4, then back home for like, I think it's just 1 Arizona.
Okay.
Then out to, I think they go somewhere and then they go to Arizona again. So they get their Arizona done.
Trips
they get their 6 or 7 with Arizona done. So it's just weird, though, that they're only home for, I think, a quick 3-game set and then out again.
Well, with playing everybody now, it jumbles the schedule up in a different way.
It has been fun. Well, first off, the winning baseball, but the fans have bought in now. Like, this is rare in April for the Mets to have those 36, 37, 38,000, Yeah. I mean, even back in your, I guess, 16 maybe?
I would say, 16 coming off of 15. And then we went and won like 11 straight, I think, in 15 to get a heater early in the season.
Yes, you did.
And so.
In fact, there's been comparisons like this team has done things that you did and the 86 Mets did, which is both obviously great endings to the year. I mean, so
it's a good start.
Yeah.
I mean, without a doubt. And just playing well in the sense that they're pitching and then they're timely hitting. And so it's you're not going to have everybody hitting on their pistons all at the same time.
Right.
And so, what they're doing as far as leaning on the bullpen, you would hope that they won't have to do as much as Manaea gets healthy and some starting pitchers come back and you can get some innings for them.
What do you see from Soto? He's okay. He's scuffling a little bit.
Yeah, this is kind of Juan's floor.
April, right.
Which is like he's going to walk and still get on base and get a hit or two, but it's not exciting the way he goes about it. It's kind of like it's like Novocaine. Man, just give it time.
But then you have Alonso who's playing like he hadn't played in a while or hitting like he hasn't hit. And by the way, again, at first base, he's digging them out of the dirt,
he's
man.
Really he really is one of the best at picking balls over there. And really,
I got to give him credit. Yeah, he digs them out of the dirt, boy, and those aren't easy.
No,
it's very underrated. I guess
very appreciated.
Yes,
chucking one over there in the dirt.
Because guess what? He can miss it. Ain't his error.
No, that's the mistake was made before the ball got to him. I need some help. Well, if you come out to a ball game and you're next to me and I see a low throw, you'll hear, "Help him! Help him!"
All right, let's get into the draft. You, a huge Jag fan, obviously. You're excited about the draft. You're 5. Give me some initial, we've talked obviously a little bit off air. You want guys to tackle.
I want a defender on day 1.
Yeah.
Is that, so if we take Jeanty at 5,
right?
I love it. Then trade your buns back in there and get me somebody who can tackle later in the first round. Now I may be, maybe very wishful thinking.
Yes.
And it feels like, at least from, and this is fun for me because I haven't paid as close attention to see like this smoke and what's going on and to get on the other side and see what's real and what's not.
Yeah.
But it feels like Mason Graham is more kind of on the back burner / not
very odd
option.
Now we don't know. Like to me is like, and this happens around the draft. Okay, draft week. Smokes everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's intel or is it smoke?
Yeah.
You got to kind of, you don't know. Like, so I wouldn't
News or noise? I've been listening to McShay.
Yes.
He's pretty good. I like him.
So I wouldn't be shocked if I hear with the 5th pick the Jaguars select Mason Graham. I still would not be shocked. Now, again, you got some reputable guys pumping Jeanty.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that Pete is anti-running back. And so when I see Pete Prisco, who I know, I'll just keep it real here. I know he's good friends with Tony. And I'm not saying Tony's giving him information. I don't know if Tony, but I know that there's a relationship there. And Pete is a national guy and he wants to get, So I put 2 and 2 together and I say, well, I believe the interest in Jeanty is real.
Yeah.
I do believe that.
Mm-hmm.
So now, are we enticing people to try to trade up? Perhaps. We'll see. We'll get our answers tomorrow night, which is a good thing.
So Ashton is an elite prospect, but just it end up being at a position that you feel like is more what you can have more flux in it. We felt like we're okay running Tank out there and Travis Etienne, but when you get a prospect with Jeanty's talent level, I think it's completely worthwhile. If we take him, I'll be optimistic and excited, but at the same time, get a feel for how the industry values him and what someone may be willing to do if they wanted to come up and get him. What is it? I've heard Chicago. There's kind of a link between Chicago and maybe our area 4 or 5 as well, like with New England.
Right.
Would they have to get up in front of us?
Right.
If we wanted to take Jeanty.
Right. Or do we just want the illusion so we can add a couple more picks and wheel the deal? I don't know. It's a fascinating thing. Does age matter when you're getting ready to draft a kid? I was just looking at some of the youngest rookies, their draft day age. The youngest one is the running back from Tennessee, Dylan Sampson, 20 years, 0.6, so 20 and a half. Trevor Etienne, Harold Fannin, who's that big tight end from Bowling Green. The corner from FSU, Azariah Thomas, is 20.8. Michael Williams. Now, when you're playing in the trenches and you're less than 21, you got to give him time to develop.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen for quarterbacks, by the way. Once you're drafted, it's the gun sounds, and especially in this day and age, you basically get within a year and a half, they're already complaining or they're praising. That's how it works.
Yeah.
I'm
much
sorry.
Patience, but
that's how it works.
It's because without a quarterback that you're just not.
Yeah.
You're not.
But do you think age matters? Does age matter? How does it matter in baseball? Does age matter?
You probably prefer more youth in baseball,
right? Isn't that interesting?
And we're not. It's not as much, hand-to-hand combat,
right?
Just running into each other.
Right.
So to be more physical in football, I think it gives you a little bit more value.
Mm-hmm.
But then once you have the strength of that, you would prefer them to be younger. So probably, I don't think it would be a big deal if they're 21.
Right.
It's kind of that second generation contract where maybe you're getting into your early 30s. That you would pay more attention to the age.
So it does seem like the Jaguars will. It seems like the two main candidates are Graham and Jeanty.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it seems like at this point. Now, am I saying that? Or, and then you start to wonder, as they go, because one thing Gladstone said, we'll run through it. And when you start to settle on a guy, then I start to look for warts.
Yeah.
Okay. And which is, maybe that's natural. I don't know. Like, so, and I think we've already looked through the warts for Graham, right? But then Jeanty's name is, so what is it about Ashton Jeanty? Like me and E were talking earlier, like Penn State game, 30 for 100.
He looked more pedestrian in that one than he did any other one.
Now, I don't know. They got guys, your guys who are blocking aren't, you know what I mean? You got to kind of take all that into account. He did run roughshod over Oregon. He was consistently excellent during his year at Boise.
Yeah.
But he needs to be,
watching him crack one from anywhere in the field is as impressive as runs as I feel like I've seen on tape in years. But I would say the biggest ward I have, and it's nothing against him because he can't control it, he's just not on defense. Like I really want somebody that can tackle.
You understand that the defense was terrible last year.
They
were 31st. The only team worse was Carolina. They were not good. So now, could there be a factor of, but I've watched the film. I don't think they were coached right. I think that we can immediately get them improve them by 10 spots, just with the guys we got, and we'll address things, but we need to take care of our most important asset, which is Trevor Lawrence, and if we got a running back who can really go. Again, there remains questions about ETN and Bigsby and finding the right holes in the decision-making, so I don't know.
Yeah, and to your point, I think that as far as the defense, I think that you could look at our personnel and certainly be hopeful with the way Mason Smith finished down at defensive tackle, and so did Eric Armstead. You hope that when he gets kicked inside, and so you can look and say, as well with Devon Hamilton, that like we don't mind the way the defensive line is set up, that we could move forward without Mason Graham. I really want a defender.
What about offensive line? Some rumors starting to pop.
So that
yesterday
would be
about the Texas
second
kid.
one, right? Was that
Kelvin Banks?
Okay,
maybe at the that'd be awful high.
All right, here's a question that I was just thinking:
Mm-hmm.
How much of the new front office, Gladstone and Tony, do you just accept decisions that were made before you got here? Because like we're paying ETN, Travis is making like not a ton, but $5 or $6 million on his 5th-year option.
Yeah.
Is he not?
Yeah, I don't think they accept any of them.
Okay, and then so like Walker Little, same way, working on a contract.
I don't think we accept any of them.
And that would say the same thing with Eric Armstead.
Yes.
Down low.
Yes.
It's okay. Because some of these we've kind of made some decisions. How much is it? You say none. That this is some of your bed. You need to lie in it because these dollars have been spent. On
I don't think so. Now, and Shad has shown a willingness, not a willingness. That's probably the wrong word, but he'll eat some money.
Yeah,
he'll eat the dead money.
But we can't eat none of these right now.
Yeah, no.
And because I mean, so the decisions that were made with Armstead and Gabe Davis.
Like I think, for example, they didn't even mention Gabe Davis.
No, the skipper didn't talk about
right. I think it's known that Eric Armstead, you're going to play inside.
Yeah,
and whether you want to or not, that's where you're going to play. If you don't play there, then Devon Hamilton and Mason Smith will. So I don't think
they're not beholden to that.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. That's my opinion.
No,
again, I don't know, but that's kind of how I look at it.
Well, because I look at our running back room and would be okay taking a running back in what looks like a deep field, but at the same time, if you feel like that Jeanty is that much further ahead as a prospect in general, not just at running back, then you take the player. If you want the player, take the player. But I don't mind our running back room right now. I'm maybe optimistic on that, but between ETN and Tank, I don't mind our running back room.
You mentioned trades and such in the Broncos, and I have on Twitter, and again, this is just Twitter. I don't know if this person is just suggesting this or not, but Denver gets the 5 pick. Jacksonville would get 20, a second rounder this year, a first rounder next year, Cortland Sutton, and a 3rd round pick. Yeah, I'd do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd do that. Darn right I would.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, again, what I'm dealing with now, and this is one of the things that we as Jag fans are going to have to get used to. And this is the big positive to me of the new regime, who, again, I will give my benefit of the doubt and respect and credit to as they try to build, right? But they are committed to building through the draft.
Mm-hmm.
They did not sign any break the bank free agents.
And look at the terms.
Right.
So like Diami.
Yeah.
1 year. 1 year deal.
1 year deal.
And then
or
the
if I
offensive
give you
line
a 2 year deal, I can get out after one.
Yeah, I can hook it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So in that respect, they are saying, okay, this is our time. We have this chessboard, and now we have this maneuverability, and we are going to get the stars of this team through this process.
Yeah.
Now, will they? Easier said than done. But at least I feel like they're 100% committed to doing it that way, which I think you have to do.
No, right.
I think
you're not going to build through free agency.
Right. I think that got lost.
Yeah.
Like we hit free agency 1 year with Kirk and Ingram and Foy, those guys, and that's good. But it's just not a recipe for long.
No, it's not. It's not sustainable because you're just not going to get them for enough years. And if they do play well in that contract, they're going to leave. And so it's It's your first generation contracts, your draft that build the foundation. I do like the idea that if the draft feels like it's starting at 5, some understanding. That if the best play, so Jeanty if he's still there at 5, he's the best player on the board, right? Is that the way it would be described? Okay, then go and get a feel for the market and see what someone may be willing to do to come up and get him, like Denver or one of those. That if you're building through the draft, and I've heard that like picks 8 through 20, you know what I mean, are kind of somewhat similar, kind of 8 through 22 or 25. And if you want to try to get another player or two out of getting out of 5, someone wants Jeanty, that would help you further build through the draft.
Yeah, it's just interesting to see how much are they, running backs can be intoxicating, receivers, guys with the ball in their hands, And the one thing I keep going back to is, for me, the idea of if Jeanty is who they think he is, or who most of the NFL thinks he is, 200 touches for him and 100 touches for Brian Thomas Jr., and I'm like, we got something here now. I mean, then we don't need to tackle. Those guys are as good as
Yeah, you think.
The final from the bank, 42-41, Jags.
I tried a number of times in my career to just do offense. It does. That's not a recipe for long-term success either.
All right, we're going to grab a break. We got more coming up. This is The Drill on 1010XL. Daniel Murphy in the house.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Hey, I'm Joey Logano.
Joey Logano, he's already built a Hall of Fame career. Today, he etches his name in stone. Logano is a 2-time NASCAR Cup Series champion.
And you're listening to 1010XL Jack Sports Radio.
PRP treatment is kind of the thing these days, and in many cases, it eliminates the need for surgery. This is Sheridan Tootin, and my experience with PRP from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has been nothing short of great. I'm really feeling much better now. Ask your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist doctor about PRP treatment.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, where athletes are treated like pros.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Leon Searcy here. Let's be real. I used to eat like a lineman because I was one. And man, those habits are hard to break. I needed help to stop with the munchies and lose weight. But now, I'm bringing sexy back. I call Physician Guided Weight Loss. Their medical team is helping me shed pounds safely with a custom plan to help me slim down. And their firm pricing means same price every month. Hey, you want to bring sexy back? Visit Physician Guided Weight Loss at pgweightloss.com.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Hicken here with lots more on George Moore Chevrolet. Hey, Justin Moore, what are you doing in our commercial?
Dan, this Moore just wanted to remind folks of vehicles less than $20,000 on our lot. Or you can always go more with our Silverado EV.
I have my boy Blue, that beautiful Gator Blue Silverado. Love, love, love it. And that service department, second to none. Let's just say it means more to Gabe and the boys who take great care of us.
Not to mention, we do more for the community. We love Jacksonville. Been around these parts since 1986.
George Moore Chevrolet. Need I say more?
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Hit a home run for happy hour and ask your Twin Peaks girl about local specials on drafts, cocktails, shots, and more.
Listen to whatever you like, whenever you want.
I like this.
1010XL on demand. Ad-free shows after the live shows air. Shuttled by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning. Search where you find podcasts.
Beat the spring cleaning rush with big savings and priority booking by calling our heroes at Zero Res. This month, get Zero Resified from Jacksonville's #1 carpet cleaner. You'll get 25% off all cleaning services. That's right, 25% off. Check out 8,000 raving customer reviews if you don't believe me online. Call them, 904-287-5727, or visit their website, ZeroResJacksonville.com. Zero Res, spell it forwards or backwards. It's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
Jacksonville's summer heat is coming in fast. Is your AC ready to handle it? Or will it quit on you on the hottest day of the year, leaving you sweating and stuck with a huge repair bill? Duck Air Conditioning is here to save the day with a free AC system inspection. Our expert techs will make recommendations to ensure your AC system is running in tip-top shape before the heat arrives. Call now, 904-862-6769. Duck Air Conditioning, duckac.com. Any required repairs are not included in the inspection.
Spring is sprung, and so have the bugs. It's Hayes Carline and my friends at Kingfish Pest Control offer an exclusive $99 spring special. That's right, your initial pest control service is just $99. And if you call today, they'll include a free one-time mosquito treatment. Kingfish Pest Control is family-owned, 5-star rated with no binding contracts, and 100% satisfaction guarantee. Call them now to book your service. Only at Kingfish Pest Control, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Need protection? Call Craig and Christine Kaprosky at Goosehead Insurance. The Kaproskys are a husband-wife team committed to finding you the right coverage at the right price in just a few short minutes. For home, auto, flood, or specialty insurance, Craig and Christine Kaprosky are the answer. Craig.Kaprosky at Goosehead.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. You're listening to the Daniel Murphy Power Hour, presented by ITP Partners on 1010XL.
All right, more draft talk coming up. Also, obviously, we got Daniel Murphy here. We're going to talk some baseball as well as we make our way through the first 20 games or so. A little more, so 25 games. First 25 games.
A little over 10% of the way through the season.
Yeah. Boy, one of your old teams is really scuffling.
Oh, the Rock Show?
Yeah.
Oh. What'd I do to them out there?
I don't know.
How did I leave that place?
That is...
they stink.
And they're in a tough division.
I don't know if the division matters, but yeah, it is a tough one.
The Pod Squad is a little bit of a surprise to me. I shouldn't be. There's a lot of talent on that team, but man, oh man, they're getting pitching. That Suarez kid as a closer is terrific. Obviously, you've got Machado, Tatis. You can go down the center fielder. The rookie last year had been really good.
Carroll?
No, that's Arizona's. I want to say Merrill, but it's
Merrill.
Not. Is it Merrill?
I
can't think of it.
I should know the rookie of the year.
Anyway, rookie of the year. Anyway, so and then the Cubs with a great win last night over the Dodgers.
Jackson Merrill, right?
Jackson Merrill, thank you.
Yeah.
And they're 15-10. You knew that they were going to. Council's a good skipper. Didn't have a great year last year. They look like although they lost Steele for the year. Their pitcher, but
Tommy John or whatever version of it we call it.
Yeah, but the Braves were playing good baseball. I still think they'll be fine. I think they'll climb back to 500 here eventually, but there are some concerns. And then the Acuna thing this week, Frenchie went off on him. Jeff Francoeur was doing the Mets game last night, and boy, he went off on Ronald Acuna.
Is he still going? Doing the game? Because he did a radio tour as well, too. He just lighting them on fire.
Okay, well, he may... Listen, I think Acuna had a good point.
Without a doubt.
But you don't...
Better made face-to-face with your skipper than via Elon Musk's X.
And it would be fair to go to the skipper and go, well, wait a second now.
Yeah.
You...
Yeah.
And him, what's the deal?
Oh, you could...
What we're talking about is Jared Kelenic hit one off the...
wall.
He pimped it. He thought it was a home run.
A nice dismount. It just didn't get out of the ballpark.
But it didn't get out, and guess what? He got hosed at second.
He got thrown out.
Yeah. Bad.
That's a terrible look.
Can't do that.
No.
No excuse. You said you had one with Dusty.
Yeah, I did one with Dusty. And I didn't hit the ball that good.
And you nipped it in the bud.
Yeah.
Tell us again what you did.
I hit a ball in the triangle over the first baseman's head, kind of like a pop-up. And I hit it, and I was like, that's an out.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm kind of just loafing down the line, and it drops. And once you realize it drops, like, man,
I better get to second.
Went from, I'm supposed to be on second. Like, that was supposed to be an out, and I'm supposed to be on second now. And so I ended up staying at first, obviously, because I didn't want to run into an out. And so after the game, the skipper brought me in. He's like, Murph, he was like, can't be having that. I said, you absolutely right.
Right.
And so I'm sure that's
the right way to handle it.
Yeah, you get a free pass.
Now, it's not.
Now you don't have to give me a free pass.
None of your teammates called you out.
No, not on that.
Nobody went public on it.
No.
Did the media ask after the game? Do you remember? You probably don't even remember.
No.
If somebody asked us, "Hey, what about that Murph?" But he addressed it with you. You handled it professionally, and it won't happen again. Is what you told them, basically, right?
Yeah, get down the line and understand that once you hit the ball, that you go from being a batter to a runner, and so now you're a base runner.
Now, if you're the manager of the Atlanta Braves and Ronald Acuna is your superstar, you treat him that different, that's not a good look.
No, it doesn't look well at all because the situations look the exact same.
Right.
So when he sends the tweet out, I think, I believe you, Ronald.
Yes.
And then you think just better to handle that within the clubhouse. And it sounds like Kellenick was, went and apologized too. I thought that the skipper, Snicker, maybe had a couple own goals that he sent because he didn't see the play, which isn't unreasonable.
Okay.
Like maybe he's watching the ball,
right,
and then all of a sudden you look up at second and like, what? That's not the right
but
timing.
Somebody's got to tell him between end of game and press conference, hey, just so you know, like the PR guy, whoever somebody's got to tell him, listen, they're going to ask you about this.
This is coming.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
And it didn't look like he was.
No, his response, because I guess they asked him, did you talk to Jared about the play? And I guess his response was, should I have? Or something like that. It's like, yes.
Yes.
To answer your question.
Yes.
Well, because he ended up doing it anyway the next morning on Sunday.
Right.
And so, I think, and then, Frenchie was just lighting Ronald on fire. I think he said I was listening to radio because I want to hear what you heard on the broadcast last night. If
I didn't hear as much as you.
Okay. I just heard on the radio that it's kind of along the lines of, and I don't want to misrepresent him, and so I'll check tape later, but that we've been to the World Series without 904. We've been to the World Series without Ronald, been to the playoffs with Ronald, and just kind of saying that, which they are, like the Braves and the organization is bigger than one person. But as we've already discussed, he's correct. Like his tweet was spot on. Other people thought it at the same time. He just loosed it. And so I thought that there were options that Snicker could do after that. I'm not sure. He never did bench him, right? He just came out and said that we discussed it and we handled it. So you could have benched him and then made it known to the media that this is the punishment, and to the players as well too. You could have sent him down. That'd have really got him. That'd have been a little naughty of me though, and just send you down. It wouldn't have been a record. It just would have been a little bit naughty of me.
On the text line, and I know the answer to this, but I'll ask you anyway because the boys want to know. Would Murph be interested in a manager's job, say in Colorado?
Buddy Black.
If somebody offered you a head skipper job right now, would you consider it?
I think I would have to consider it.
Yeah.
Just because it would be.
There's only 30.
Yeah, I think it wouldn't show enough humility to being asked for the position.
Right.
But I don't know how long I'd consider it.
Yeah.
You start doing 2 interviews a day from the moment you get to camp, and there's the idea of being a hitting coach seems more fun because you get to do more baseball.
Yeah.
Like, and less kind of like managing, really.
Yes.
Like managing people, managing the media.
Yes.
And so, like, the idea of being a hitting coach seems more fun, but the strategy of trying to set up like the bullpen and get your guys in the best position to succeed and find a platoon advantage in the right spot would be good fun.
I enjoy the, and I think that the Mendoza guy's done just a terrific job for the Mets. Obviously, it's all about winning and losing. That's all that matters. If you're winning, you're doing a great job. If you're not winning, then we start to look for people to blame, right? But just like last night, for example, like I loved how he had the right guy to pitch the top of, knowing who's coming up for the Phillies, where the, obviously, with the Phillies, when you're dealing with, and they moved Schwarber out of the leadoff spot, which I don't know if that's going to work or not. I personally liked Schwarber there, even though he's not the prototypical leadoff hitter, but we'll see. We'll see going forward. They're doing fine. They're not in any, but when you start getting Trey Turner and Bryce Harper and Schwarber and then Castellanos to go through that's a little area
that's
to
a
navigate.
run to go through.
Yes.
You're kind of looking to get more towards the bottom.
Yes.
You get down there with what Bohm's not playing quite as well.
Right.
I know Stott hit the homer.
Yes.
But so yeah, and they stack them up like left, right as well, where you can.
They picked up Kepler in the offseason, so we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a big leaguer. He's been around a while, so see what kind of numbers he's able to put up as well. Their bullpen's not very good.
Yeah, it's more leaning on the starting pitching here.
Their bullpen is not very good in there. Now, you worry about bullpens.
Mm-hmm.
Should I worry about starting pitching if the bullpen's not good? In other words, are my starters getting taxed because I leave them out there more than I should because I don't want to go to my 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys? Does it work both ways?
I think it definitely works both ways.
Mm-hmm.
I still would be more. I'm more concerned
You'd rather
with
have
the bullpen.
okay.
I just think the length and the amount of time that you can more easily hide a starting pitcher. You can go to a 6-man rotation.
Right.
You can kind of just find spots for them. There's off days,
Mm-hmm.
and then the rest in between. But these bullpen guys, when you get in a stretch of like when you're playing every day, like the Mets are, like you're running these guys out there, and it's multiple innings. Like to me, the bullpen guys are just not as trained to get up and down.
Right.
Once you get up and you turn that that colt loose, and then they come down in the dugout, and you go and hit, and then they've got to get back up again for some important outs. It's just it's hard to do.
Like the Phillies are number 1, by the way, starting pitching wise in terms of innings and such.
Now the Mets have the lowest ERA, if I'm not mistaken.
They do. Both staffs have done, but the Phillies bullpen's not good. But the starters have been. They go further.
Yeah.
And one of them is Zach Wheeler, who has a propensity for lasting. He'll go. I would think Zach Wheeler's mindset is I'm going through 7 no matter what.
I'm gonna save this bullpen today.
Yeah.
I got some buddies down there that need a break, and
he does. That's
don't think that. Okay,
a great thing to have.
I'll put it this way: the bullpen knows when Wheeler's throwing.
Yes,
it's Wheeler day.
Yes.
And so if you're on a stinky team, I remember running into Ike Davis when I was in Baltimore. We were at the casino when he was with the A's, formerly Oakland Athletics.
Mm-hmm.
And Sonny Gray was throwing the next day.
Right.
So there were a couple bullpen guys in there with the blackjack table too.
Yeah.
Like, y'all ain't got to worry. Ike goes, y'all ain't got to worry. Sonny's throwing tomorrow. Sunny day. And so like the bullpen, like they guys know when your best pitcher's coming up and the guy that can get deep into the games. And with someone like Philly, who has a couple of starting pitchers, but with the way the Mets have been able to, so I'm thinking the Mets might really time this properly because they're leaning somewhat heavily on their bullpen right now. But hopefully, when Manaea and the other starting pitchers,
Montas
gets back,
yeah.
Then you can get some more length and try to take some of the pressure off the bullpen. Then later in the season,
we got to go to break. But one more thing, would you be interested? I just saw this. Alcantara is under control this year, next year, and then I think club option.
What, did he sign a deal?
Yeah, I think it's club option after that. So, I mean, I may have misread that, but I think it's 2.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take a heavy load to get him, huh?
Yeah, it's a full one.
Yeah.
Because he's throwing it well and he looks healthy.
And he'll get back. I mean, he's not perfect yet, but he'll get. He's another guy who gives you innings, too.
Yeah, probably be the accuracy right now. Like, that's one of the last things that come out. The velocity comes first after Tommy John. It's kind of the feel for the ball. Well, you just go a long time without really being able to touch it at this speed.
Yeah. All right, we'll grab a break. We'll come back with more. This is the Murphy Power Hour brought to you by ITP Partners.
Oh, yes, we can. And yes, we will. Because we've got
1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
So, you finally have some time to yourself. Even if it is just the car ride home, it's you time. And look at you. Do not disturb set before you even got in the car? Impressive. You've earned this moment to just chill and drive. This break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Join me, Max Fink, as I keep a close eye on everything that happens in Gator Nation.
The Gator Report, polished up by San Jose Collision on the home of the Florida Gators, 1010XL.
Go, Gator! Hacker here with an opportunity. Drop 40 pounds by the 4th. You can do it. I dropped my first 40 in 6 weeks. Hayes did it, Dempsey, Ballou, and thousands of others have done it. 40 by the 4th with Awaken180weightloss.com.
Prosser here for Lloyd's Heating and Air. We live in Florida. Seasons change between noon and midnight. Got to make sure you're comfy, and you can do it with the leader for commercial, retail, multifamily, or hospitality projects. That's Lloyd's Heating and Air. Top-tier residential service, you bet. No gimmicks, no mascots, just real expertise and hard work. As your trusted statewide mechanical partner and local family-owned team, Lloyd's, the only name Northeast Florida needs. Visit LloydsHeatingandAir.com. Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Jumbo Shrimp Baseball is home at the newly renovated Five-Star Ballpark tonight at 7:05. It's free t-shirts to the first 500 fans, courtesy of Renewal by Anderson and Better Health. Then it's Thirsty Thursday and Fireworks Friday and Saturday. Baseball all weekend. Tickets start at just $5. JackShrimp.com for tickets. Jumbo Shrimp Baseball, affordable family fun.
1010XL's draft previews are brought to you by Hurricane Grill and Wings.
Abdul Carter would be a tremendous pick if he falls to the Jaguars at 5. The former Nittany Lion got pressure on 18.5% of his pass rushes last season, helping him register 12 sacks and 23.5 tackles for loss. His ability to play off the ball and off the edge will draw comparisons to Micah Parsons, and that would be a welcome addition to the teal and black arsenal already on the edge that features Josh Hines-Allen and Trayvon Walker.
It's Guggen Golf time. If you and a friend would like to play in this year's Coastal Equipment Guggen Open Golf Tournament, it's May 19th at Hidden Hills Golf Club. Text Guggen, G-O-O-G-A-N, to the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures at 641-1010 for your chance to win. Great swag and prizes will be had throughout the course from Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, TopDressing.com, and Cool Cats Heating and Cooling. You can win a Bernie Grill from Stonecore thanks to our sponsors, Ahead, Surfside Pools, and Ackerman Urology.
Look out, world, we're getting strong. The future's here and we belong. She can stand, she can do more. Like build a rocket and watch it soar. Or clean the oceans and make the world a better place. Oh, she can stand, so can you. Find a cure, invent something new. There's no challenge in the world that she can't face. She can STEM.
Learn more at She Can STEM. A message brought to you by the Ad Council.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville, and Triumph has been a legend on-road. They've branched out to their off-road division as well. Give us the latest on what you can find on the asphalt.
They've got some great new products. They've got the Scrambler 400s you can get into for a little less than you might think. It's a great price point bike, but still a Triumph.
So affordability is also part of the equation.
It is, and it looks good, and it rides good.
CyclesofJacksonville.com, or check them out on their Facebook page, the showroom ready and waiting for you on Atlantic near Regency at Cycles of Jacksonville.
Say goodbye to glasses and contacts with customized vision treatments at Bowden Eye & Associates. Hey, Hicken here. Dr. Bowden and his expert team bring you all the latest options like Evo implantable Caliber lenses, refractive lens exchange, or traditional LASIK. Tailored just for you. Imagine waking up to clear vision. No hassle, no fuss. You ready to see the difference? Call now or visit BowdenEye.com for a free screening. Bowden Eye & Associates, keeping the first coast focused.
AA Automotive helps keep your vehicle in dependable and safe condition. Call Sam, Harry, or Joe, and they'll check your brakes, tires, fluids, electric, and motor, so your ride runs smooth on the road. That's AA Automotive on Richard Street.
This is Molly McDonald with your 1010XL Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update brought to you by Kuhn Flowers. The Florida Gators stayed perfect in home midweeks with a win over Georgia Southern Eagles last night, 12-1. The Gators have now won 8 of their last 9 contests, improving to 8-0 in midweek games. Luke Heyman drove in a season-high 6 runs as one of the 4 Gators to record a multi-hit night. Head coach Kevin O'Sullivan postgame on the win.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't strike out. I think we struck out 7 times. Sometimes during these midweeks when you see so many different pitchers, it kind of gets you out of your rhythm, but we stayed with it. Obviously, we had the bases loaded there with nobody out and only scored 1. I was hoping that we could possibly open it up at that point, but no, we hung in there, and obviously every win right now is important.
Gators next. Get ready for a 3-game weekend series against Pittsburgh. Arkansas at home. First pitch 6:30 on Friday. Hear the game live on 10:10 a.m. It's 75 degrees at 9:17. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. You're listening to the Daniel Murphy Power Hour, presented by ITP Partners on 1010XL.
Yeah. Talking to Murph about, one of the things in high school baseball, you got they go to these formulas to figure out when our Inglewood Rams didn't quite make it.
The algorithm.
The Rally Dog's down for the year.
Yeah.
That's
they
unfortunate.
Froze out my boys over in Inglewood off of University Boulevard.
I don't like
I was
that.
talking to Lee Geiger, the head coach at Inglewood, and I was trying to figure out how much I wanted to blast the whole algorithm when we came on here.
Yeah.
Because the team that got in over them
Yeah.
was Walton. I don't know if it was Walton. No, Milton. That's who it was. Milton got in. And they were, I think, a game under 500 and also finished district tournament runners-up because that's what Inglewood did. But Inglewood was 3 or 4 games over 500. So when he told me they were district tournament runners-up like us, I was like, man, all right. If they hadn't at least played in their championship game, I would have gone for broke.
Yeah.
And laying them out. But yeah, we ended up not getting the 8th seed, unfortunately. But I thought it was a good season from Inglewood. Like Lee's done a wonderful job over there.
He's done a great job.
He doesn't have the most players. He's only running like 11-man roster out there, and I can vouch that he has scoured the closets and everywhere on that campus to find baseball players, and he got all of them out there.
You got them all. No, he's a great coach, and I love what they do over there. And best Twitter in high school baseball too. By the way,
He's entertaining.
Yeah, he's fun. So I think it was. I think it's unfortunate that programs like that though don't get the opportunity because even for those kids. Just a best of 3 series where you get a little travel is kind of a neat thing.
It's
right?
really cool.
Yeah.
Go play someone else's house if you're on the road, and you still get 2 bites at the apple.
Right.
Like I'm watching Trinity last night, and they end up 10-run ruling game 2, but in game 1, they had to win a really close game, and
that's good for them.
Yeah, and you see the team over there in the corner. They're having their postseason kind of talk. The coaches, you got seniors. Some hopefully are getting to play. Others, that's it.
That's
and
it.
Like we all been there before. Gainesville. Buchholz, you know what I mean? Andrew Miller, knocked me out, knocked us out my senior year, and then the year before as junior, I grew up with every single one of those guys on the team. We played Little League together my junior season, and so we had been ranked number 1 in the state the whole season, right? And we ended up getting bounced out in Panama City in the second round of the regionals.
Was it a one?
It was a one-off, and it just was one of those games that honestly performed like a one-off. There were all sorts of plays we hit.
What is your? Do you have? Because I love these stories. Like with my sons, I think about the high school moments and stuff that stays with them forever when you're playing. Like, do you have one like from high school that sticks in your mind? I mean, here you are. Obviously a tremendous big league career. Went through the minor leagues, JU, but high school, man, and guys you play with and such, it stays with you for a long time.
Yeah, as you say that, good friend, rest in peace, James Bellier. Yeah. My junior year, his senior year, he played at University of North Florida. After being in Inglewood, hits a home run against Andrew Miller. In like extra innings down at their place in the first round to allow us to go play Panama City Mosley.
Gotcha.
And so it's like moments like that.
Yeah.
I
stand out forever.
Yeah, I remember being on the wrong side of one in that second round where Eric Rose, our first baseman, hit a double down the line, left field line that would have busted the game open. That was fair. That was called a foul. And so it was like, and then I have another one on the wrong side too. I made a boo-boo at shortstop in that game. That kind of cost us as well. So they all come back to you.
All right. Well, we got to have a catch-up break, so we're going to do that real quick right here, right now. We'll come back with more. We're hanging out with Murph. It's a Murphy Power Hour, and we'll continue our draft talk as well. We're finally here. It's upon us, so it's go time, Jags.
Yeah, I think it's a little tease. This is as long as it's gone without a first-round trade, has it not?
Yes.
I think I heard
Isn't that
right.
wild?
Yeah,
crazy. But I think we might have a huge shakeup during the draft.
Okay,
like I could see like tomorrow. Oh, hold on, we've got a trade. Let's go to the commissioner. That kind
it's like the table's getting set right now.
Yes, kind of feels like that. So we'll see. Back with more next.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Fasten your seatbelt.
Your afternoon Uber drivers.
Come on, let's take a ride.
The Frenchie Show.
It's a big mobile.
Let us give you a lift.
0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds.
Afternoons 4 to 6 on 1010XL.
Lauren Brooks here. It's the Cruise in the Summer event at Hodges Mazda at the Avenues. For a limited time, get up to $5,000 off a new 2024 Mazda CX-50 Preferred and receive a free 5-day cruise for 2 with your purchase. With off-road capability and the special offer, your summer adventure starts now. Hurry, 2024 Mazda CX-50 Preferred models are in limited supply at Hodges Mazda. Offer valid on new 2024 Mazda CX-50 Preferred only. MSRP $32,564. Must trade in a vehicle and finance through dealer to qualify for discount. Cruise and vehicle availability limited. Travel taxes and fees additional. See dealer for details.
Guys, your lawn's the home field. Now you can champion your St. Augustine grass. TopDressing.com just hit Jacksonville with a game-changing patented process. Aerate and transform your turf into a fairway-worthy masterpiece. Less water, shorter cuts, and the envy of every neighbor. No one else delivers a perfect 10 lawn like this. Visit TopDressing.com and dominate your block with the same process that golf courses use. Top dress your lawn like the pros with TopDressing.com.
Slacker plumbing.
Yeah, hey, listen, I need a plumber over here right now.
Yeah, well, we don't have any openings for about 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yep.
I was just changing the shower head and the water line broke and it's flying everywhere.
All right, 1 week.
What if I throw you an extra $100 to come now?
What's the address?
It's 205.
Well, I guess he changed his mind.
If you've got a leak that can't wait a week, call Roland Reese Plumbing and fix your plumbing problems fast. PlumbingJacksonville.com.
Yo, what's happening, wonderful people? It's your main man, E to the T here from Twin Peaks, which happens to be the best in the game, by the way. And matter of fact, as soon as I get off, I'm heading that way. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees. And rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. And it's bigger game days and it's bolder fight nights, too. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that's always coming through in the clutch? Every day, from lunch to late at night. Only at my spot, Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar. And stick around after sunset, where Twin Peaks is open really late. Wind down on some bourbon and some late-night bites. Come on, somebody.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to our website, CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com. And let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
The best game day parking in all of Duval is at Tailgaters Parking. Are you ready for some football? Tailgaters is just steps away on the east side of the stadium. Visit tailgatorsparking.com and secure your season parking pass today.
Give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish. And he's listening to the Nimnicht Outdoor Show.
With tips and stories.
Presented by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning.
Every Saturday morning, 7 to 10.
On 1010XL.
Cool boats, hot prices at the Jacksonville Spring Boat Show, April 25th, 26th, and 27th at Metropolitan Park. Fishing seminars, kids events, and more. Presented by Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Westside. Tickets and info at boatjacks.com. That's boatjacks.com.
Gun charges, drug charges,
I'm Attorney Malcolm Anthony, and I specialize in handling these types of felony cases. Stay out of trouble. But if you don't, call me at 285-4LAW. That's 285-4LAW.
Family owned and managed for 20 plus years, Hidden Hills Golf Club boasts a unique and welcoming atmosphere. Visit us at hiddenhillsgc.com to book your next round on our Arnold Palmer signature course. You'll be glad you did.
It's here. Beard's Diamond's first ever massive sale on all diamond stud earrings and all tennis bracelets. Now through Sunday at 4 p.m. Save 20%, 30%, even 40%. Beautiful diamond stud earrings and gorgeous diamond tennis bracelets. Perfect for any occasion. Take advantage of huge markdowns. Best prices ever. Corporate-owned big box stores could never offer this extreme value, but locally owned Beards can. And it's happening now through Sunday. Up to 40% off. Beards Diamond, St. John's Town Center. Shop local. Shop Beards.
At the First Coast YMCA, you'll find much more than just a gym. We offer many ways to help you become more active, reach your weight loss goals, and find your inner strength. Membership at the Y includes state-of-the-art facilities, a huge variety of fitness classes, and programs for all ages. It's easy to join the Y since it's affordable for all incomes. The Y is a great place to make connections and experience something new. Visit the YMCA near you or online at fcymca.org.
The Sawgrass Marriott Golf Resort and Spa is the perfect place for indulging in a pampering spa treatment. This Mother's Day season, give the gift of wellness with a gift card and take advantage of the spa's current promotion. Buy a $75 gift card or more and guests get a credit towards a future service. With healing massages, revitalizing facial treatments, and more, a day at the Sawgrass Spa makes a perfect gift for everyone. Purchase in person at Sawgrass Spa during operating hours.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
This is the drill. Hey, we got a prize pack to give away right now. E, what do you got?
Oh, guess what? I'm playing this song for a reason, man. I got a prize pack. Which one is it? Let's see. I got a family 4-pack for tickets for the Spring Boat Show.
Boat Show?
At Met Park. That's going down April 25th. No, April 25th through April 27th. It's caller number one.
Is it the 9 o'clock nasty? E?
It is the 9 o'clock.
Boats and hoes!
Oh, snap. Hit your boy right now. Caller number 4. Get a prize pack for the boat show. Holla at your boy.
I was asking Murph in the break, you know, his pops is a big Kentucky basketball fan. He poached our Gator, and I saw Kentucky has spent $20 million on their roster. $20 million. So you tell Dad, you know, because I know he likes Pope because I saw him this baseball season. I know he likes the new coach and everybody likes him. But guess what? He got one season. Now you better go win it.
You got to go win.
You got to go win it at Kentucky. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I've been able to make sense of the Aberdeen thing because I was told 7 figures at Florida. Mm-hmm. Now, again, if it's $1 million and $2 million, well, I mean, I sort of get it, but I don't like in-conference rival transfers.
It seems like the football, at least with the quarterbacks, I heard you talking, where they're not kind of poaching each other.
Right.
Like with the quarterback from Tennessee. Like there wasn't any seats open in the SEC for him to go to go and try to get a deal. But it hasn't quite worked out that way in basketball.
Right.
I was listening to y'all. I thought, like, I don't feel like we win the national championship game without Aberdeen. Like he had a couple layups and like some big shots I thought that he made that, you know, really kept us in it when we were struggling for baskets when a double-digit deficit we were on. So
people, I mean, as history goes by, we'll remember we won that game by 2 points, man.
He did a hesitation bucket on a layup where I was like, that was a huge play. Like we needed one.
The Arkansas people looks like they want to enforce their contract with Nico's little brother.
Okay, because he went to UCLA too with him. All right.
Quote, I've spoken with the leadership team at Arkansas Edge, that's their collective, I assume, and expressed my support in their pursuit to enforce their rights under any agreement violated by our student athletes moving forward. We appreciate Edge's investment in our student athletes and acknowledge the enforcement of these agreements is vital in our new world of college athletics. We look forward to continued dialogue with all parties in resolving these matters. In other words, if I gave you $2 million and you leave, I would like my $2 million back.
Give me back my money.
Yeah.
That's what they do
I don't
in
know
baseball with signing bonuses.
Yeah, I don't know what I don't know if there's I don't know. I don't know enough about it.
I guess it's a good question or something to find out. What is the term on the contract you signed? Because it used to be your scholarship was annual.
Right.
It's in a university. You would sign a 1-year scholarship with the university. But like in professional baseball, when you get drafted, you get your signing bonus, but then you sign a 6-year contract.
Right.
Like that's how long the team has your rights for in your minor league deal.
Mm-hmm.
If you leave at any point without their permission, they have the authority to come and try to pursue and get back some, if not all, of their signing bonus. At least some. I don't know about all, but they have rights to come and get it if you don't finish out the term of your contract.
Diana Rossini reporting the Steelers, Browns, and maybe Vikings could be involved in a trade involving Kirk Cousins.
Okay.
Which would make sense, especially with the Steelers and the Browns. Minnesota has looked at the least likely scenario. It's believed that Cousins would be against any trade that involves sending him to a situation involving a young quarterback. You think?
Fool me once, shame
Kirk,
on you.
But Kirk, don't stink, and there won't be that problem. I mean, he was terrible last year.
Yeah, he couldn't move the first couple games.
I think the question is now, can he get back to where he was, or is that what we get with him?
Probably somewhere in between those two, you hope. Like, get off.
Because you're right. It took him some time to get back, and he probably hurried back. And so that remains to be seen. But if I was Pittsburgh or Cleveland, I absolutely would be interested in Kirk Cousins.
So you don't see Kirk as being the same as who's the one in Cleveland now? I just saw him walking into the building.
Flacco.
You don't see them as similar enough.
I think I like Flacco more than most people. So I would let them battle it out, though.
Okay.
I'm not going to give up a king's ransom to get Kirk Cousins.
So
Pittsburgh probably needs him more because I can't wait on Aaron Rodgers. And if I sign Kirk Cousins, by the way, then I'm not taking you, Aaron Rodgers.
No.
Thanks for everything,
there's no need for it.
So go ahead and retire. I mean, Aaron has to deal with that fact too. That look, we got to do what's best for our franchise.
Yeah, you have to move on and
because Pittsburgh only having 2 quarterbacks right now that are Mason Rudolph and Skylar Thompson. That's no bueno, man.
No, I was listening. How many teams are there that don't have their opening day quarterback on the roster? You could say Tennessee,
right?
Who's one,
Right.
and then Pittsburgh is another one. And
Yeah.
Tennessee's about to get theirs.
Yeah. That's about it. That's about it. So we shall see as we head for. Here's another. I like looking at these mock drafts.
Is there any feeling at all about Jalen Walker possibly? I mean, there's been no buzz to that, but
not as much of a buzz. I see him more like
8, doesn't get past
8 to
Carolina.
Carolina.
Is that it?
Yeah. You'd be okay with that.
I want a defender. I'm sorry.
That's
that's
where
I'm
it's
at.
a funny thing that you got to apologize. You don't have to. I kind of agree with you, by the way. But again, I'm not at the point where, I've said this a few times, but I was all Aiden Hutchinson, right? And I like Trayvon Walker. Good kid, good football player. I like having him on the team. He's a good Jaguar. I'm glad he's here.
Yes.
Good. But that particular night was a no-brainer to me, and it was. I'm not at that point with this.
No, I would agree.
Like if you take Ashton Jeanty, I'll be like, okay, I can
understand.
You'll be able to sell me. And like I said, I got a new regime, and I want to give the new regime. They know more football than I know.
They know we hope and believe that the new regime knows where they want to get to, and if Ashton Jeanty is how they want to find the best way to get there, and that's the player you want, then just as one selfish Jaguars fan in section 206, just trade back in the first round, get somebody who can tackle.
That's right. E, do we have one more break, or are we good? I think we have one more, right?
Yeah, we got one more.
All right, let's take that break, and we'll make the turn for home next, right here on The Drill.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Sports sounds better on radio.
I love it.
You get the most live sports on 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam.
Are you thinking about a pool for your home? Blue Haven Pools is Jacksonville's largest pool builder. They've built pools for over 20,000 satisfied families since 2000. It's never been easier to design the perfect pool for your home, family, and budget. Call Blue Haven Pools today at 904-620-0090 to get a free in-home estimate for your in-ground pool, or visit bluehaven.com. Don't let another summer pass by without a pool. Join thousands of happy Jacksonville pool owners in a Blue Haven pool.
Gang, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, you just got married, you just got divorced, you have children, you likely want to take care of your family. Of course you do. That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. I'm not the attorney, Matty is, but we both want to know, have you done your last will? Man, Dan, why don't you bring that up? That's depressing. No, it's not. Something you got to take care of, something you want to do because you work hard for your money. You want to get the money to the people that you choose. Planning also helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Right? You want to have as much money as you can for your loved ones. Matt Hinson will listen. He'll help you with your decisions. He'll provide you info needed so you're at ease with your choice. It's the Hinson Law Firm. Real easy to get a hold of Matty. 527-1700, 904-527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. Gang, don't let the state decide your fate.
Are you an experienced chiller technician and looking for a role where your skills are truly valued? It's time to make the move to Local 234, plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. You'll get top pay, comprehensive health and welfare benefits for your family, and a pension that doesn't come out of your pocket. Join the team that's got your back. Local 234, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit UA234.com to send your resume today.
Equal opportunity employer.
Jacksonville, you know a good defense wins games, and a good fence protects your home. Frank Frangie here. Coil Fencing has been around the block since 1927. Literally, they probably fenced it too. From tough chain link to sleek aluminum fences your HOA will love, Coil is the name to trust. Nearly a century strong and still standing tall. Call Coil today. You can trust them. Call 904-356-4821 or visit coiljacks.com. That's COYLE Jacks.com.
What's happening, folks? E.T. here, and it's time to make those summer break plans. And Clay County is calling. From paddleboarding on Doctors Lake to reeling in a big one on Black Creek or cruising the St. Johns River, there's no better place to dive into warm weather fun than Clay County. Enjoy live music, local festivals, food trucks, and fireworks lighting up the night. Discover scenic parks, hidden trails, and must-visit local gyms. Your summer adventure starts here. Visit exploreclay.com.
This Date in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On April 23rd, 2020, at the NFL Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select Louisiana State quarterback Heisman Trophy winner Joe Burrow with the first overall pick.
Are you struggling with hair loss? At IHRS, we understand because we've been there too. We're dedicated to finding the best solution tailored just for you.
My hair looks great. It was thinning, and IHRS restored my hair.
It's now fuller, it's thicker, voluminous. It's made me feel great.
With the latest technology and FDA-approved laser therapy, PRP, and non-surgical hair addition, we offer guaranteed solutions for men and women. With over 35 years of experience, IHRS found a hair restoration for us, and we can find one for you.
For me.
For me.
And me too.
Visit hairforme.com or call 904-777-IHRS. Get a free microscopic analysis and get to the root of your problem. This $395 analysis is yours for free. Call 904-777-4477 now.
If you are an experienced electrician looking for your next big opportunity, look no further than the Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller Electric, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering you the chance to showcase your skills on a grand scale. We believe in rewarding hard work with the best pay, top-notch benefits, and an unbeatable culture where people actually care about each other. Take your career to new heights with Miller Electric Company. Apply today at millercareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
care.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the Cool Down with Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Keeping Jack's cool since 1987.
I love the ball talk. I love the ball talk with Murph. Love hanging out with him as we cool down. But no, we can't cool down. We got to stay hot. We got to draft. We got 10 guys. This is critical to the Jaguars' future. If the future starts now, if the future is this year, I will maintain this, Murph, and you can tell me what you think, your opinion. If the Jaguars are going to compete in 2025, at least 4 of these guys have got to have significant impact for this
season,
this season and this franchise this year. This isn't a draft and develop draft. We're not good enough to do that.
No, you
we need
look at
guys
the
who
roster,
can come in and play football and play football right now.
Yes.
I mean, I read something, and I don't know if this is true, but I think it is, that the Jaguars have the most availability for undrafted free agents.
Oh, for like rosters.
Yes, to fill the spots
space.
to get to the training camp number of whatever it is, 90 or whatever. So they'll be bringing in a lot of dudes. And those dudes are just, you hope you hit on one guy there.
Yeah.
These guys, it starts the new regime. These guys paired with what you hope is better coaching, a better offense, and ultimately a better quarterback are going to determine the next 3-4 years of the Jacksonville Jaguars. And what we said when they brought in Liam Cohen was, hey, man, Liam Cohen's got a window here.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a bigger window than most could because of everything that's happening off the field with the stadium and construction and stuff. I envision Liam Cohen and Tony and James Gladstone as getting, time. But the time starts now with a fifth-year quarterback.
Yeah. No, you get time, but there's like time in the sense of when are we really going head-to-head with the Patrick Mahomes and the Josh Allens, which hopefully is this year.
Right.
But we need to be going head-to-head with C.J. Stroud, like now. And Cam Ward.
Yeah.
And the other stinky team in Indianapolis.
Yes.
And so I think like the foundational aspect of this draft, and as you were talking, I was almost getting more excited at how Gladstone and Tony and how they're really honestly going to express themselves, because if you're recognizing that and we're recognizing that here, they know the same thing as well. So what is the way that we can extract the most value and talent and players? And it might be Jeanty at 5 or trading out. And so I'm really fascinated to see the maneuverability that we end up, whether we stay put or because, Jimmy Gladstone has talked about the number of picks we have, not just this year, but next year as well. And so, this really is it really is a wonderful reality TV to watch.
It is
the draft coming up.
And let me just throw this caveat as we get ready for the draft tomorrow night and this weekend. This team right now, as it is constructed without these draft picks, is not good enough to win, in my opinion. I don't think their talent level is what it was last year. I don't think our tight end room is as good as it was. Without Evan Ingram, I hope Brenton Strange can develop.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Brenton Strange to get an opportunity, but I don't know that he's going to have 100 catches.
Yeah.
De'Ami Brown, Parker Washington over Christian Kirk. I'm sorry, no.
I'm hopeful for Brown this year. He might be one of my pick to clicks.
Okay, good. I like that.
I'm looking forward to this season.
I like Patrick McCarry. I like his maneuverability on the offensive line, but he's slated as a starter. We got a new center replacing a veteran, Mitch Morris. Is Robert Hainsey, who wasn't starting in Tampa, is he better than Mitch Morris? I don't know.
Yeah.
Hopefully he is. But, those are so. And then the defense is basically that we got a safety who's a journeyman.
Hope we coach him up better.
Yeah.
On safety. Now, I still think our rosters can compete in the AFC South. Now, I may not be giving enough credence to the South, but that's just now when we start getting a little heavier into the heavyweight division with the quarterbacks and Allen and those types. But now we can get wins in this division.
Well, it's a big day here at 1010XL, Murph. I don't think you're doing the Jaguar pick. Have you been contacted? No. You're not doing it.
But I'm going to listen to it.
All right, so let's get out of here so these guys can get. They got a busy 4 hours coming up, I think. Play us out of here.
Now, the 2-minute drill. Serviced by Cool Cats Heating and Cooling. Locally owned and operated. We're your neighbors. CoolCatsJacks.com.
The coolest cats in town.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want Murph doing the pick because he's going Mason Graham and
that's fine.
I know, but I mean, it just seems like that there's an excitement. There's always an excitement level when you talk about a guy with a ball in his hands.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely. Look, we obviously have been discussing the Jeanty versus anybody else thing for a while.
Sure.
Since that's become the topic of conversation. In my head, it's between Jeanty and Graham. Like that's where I'm at with it. I'm not completely one way or the other. I'm fine with either of those guys. As I'd be fine with pretty much everything but Tyler Warren.
Yeah.
Among the names that have been talked about, but we'll see what Mike DeRocco wants to do with it when he's on the clock here in a little bit. Yeah.
Now, D-Rock picked for ESPN too, right? Did they do an ESPN mock draft? I don't know if they did one or not.
I don't know if they've done it yet officially, but I'm sure he would be the one because they do have all like the ESPN guys that do it.
So it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Well, good luck.
Yep.
We'll get out of here, get you guys going. I know at 10 o'clock somebody's on the clock. So
yeah, Tennessee's on the clock.
Yeah.
The guy who beat out JP for the play-by-play job is on the clock with us to
son
kick
of
off
a
the
beasting.
Yeah.
That's cold. Murph, thanks. Good seeing you,
All right,
brother.
cheers, Dick. Y'all have a great show.
All right. We're done. Mock draft time with the boys from Jaguars today is next right here on 1010XL.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Achieving greatness in sports radio.
Now, this is going to be the hardest, most difficult thing you ever attempted in your entire life.